apparently Disney is not quite too thrilled when it comes to President of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy. Disney isn't too thrilled with Kathleen Kennedy and her involvement with the Star Wars franchise.
Kathleen Kennedy, her time is up. She is being fired because she is terrible at her job. It's that simple.
I feel like she doesn't get Star Wars.
Logically, it makes sense for Lucasfilm to want to remove Kathleen Kennedy. She is gone. It's either she's already gone or it's going to happen. There's no doubt about it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Kathleen Kennedy, what the hell kind of human are you? What the hell kind of woman are you? I don't think I have ever been so disgusted by another woman in my life.
The woman has done a horrible job and she has been let go. The woman is gone. The woman is gone. In my opinion, she's gone. Bet your ass the woman is gone. It looks like the woman is gone completely.
We could very well have the successor to Kathleen Kennedy being announced as early as September.
You know, there are really only two types of Star Wars fans. Not three.
What's up, Dustin?
Not eight. Just two. There's the type that go to Star Wars Celebration and do stuff like this.
I know I gotta finish this game, too.
That do stuff like this. I mean, this really is disturbing behavior. And also dripping with irony. Because only a man baby would create an account like this. Now, Star Wars is an incredibly popular thing. And it has a lot of fans.
Wait, what chapter am I on?
So that it has bred its own light and dark sides of fandom. The dark side of Star Wars fandom is a mental illness that's been building for years. Ever since around the
Oh shit.
Some might say the fan frustrations really culminated during the special edition.
That's almost impossible to hide.
During the prequels. And some would say during the most recent
just swing across on a 70-year-old
aka the Disney era. But the fandom of menace, as it likes to be known, is simply a group of passionate
God, don't
fans who
go. Damn, don't fall.
about the new film.
Oh yeah, I'm alright.
Last Jedi. So fucking underrated. They're not a disrespectful group by any means.
Bam! The dumb Asian lady just smashes right into a spaceship. As much as I hate to say it, let the black guy die.
And they seem to be a very unbiased
you know,
bunch,
I read that
who are not letting their Star Wars devotion or obvious political stance totally shape their judgment.
She has infected Lucasfilm with so much identity politics and so much SJW nonsense.
See, that's just a regular, non-political point of view.
The other points I really...
I've already fixed, I've already made some different arrangements for who's gonna be on my streams, and the participants have been changed out, so, you know, I gotta make a video update later on, possibly, or announcing that, you know, certain people, like, the rule is, if people have heat on them from other channels, they have to wait till they have to wait till the situation dies down before they can come, you know, on my streams. So that's why I only have certain people on board.
Pander to the people that sit in a tent in a movie theater overnight just to talk about their favorite Star Wars stories and characters. Pander to those people. Do not pander to social justice.
Oh, so you'd rather have storylines that only the hardcore fans can relate to, and not larger groups of people. I believe the definition of that is fan service.
Do not pander to social justice warriors.
How do the new Star Wars movies pander to social justice again? Oh yeah, it's the strong female hero, the other strong female hero, the strong black hero, the Latino hero, the pink-haired woman who teaches the Latino a lesson, the Asian woman who teaches the black hero a lesson, the old Hillary Clinton lady who teaches the Latino a lesson, the multiple anti-slavery messages, the straight-up SJW robot, the robot fucking, whatever interracial relationship this is. But come on, guys. What did you think the Star War was even about? Humans and aliens and different species coming together to fight a fascist regime. You can't spell SJW without SW.
These are snow boots, not crack shoes.
Not to mention, all of this stuff is just not shitty. Hey, it's better than the Mexican-Jewish stereotype hybrid, or the Black Caribbean stereotype, or the Asian stereotype. God damn
Don't be shit for
But the sequel trilogy is also the first time we've seen members of the Imperial Army who aren't white males. At least there's diversity on both
Shintamani
sides.
stuff.
On many sides.
Must have been one of Schaefer's men.
I challenge you from out of Star Wars, Star Wars great again.
Alright. Now, as for Kathleen Kennedy, the big bad boogie
Ooh, almost fell.
just can't get over is this one from 2016, where she said,
I have a responsibility to the company that I work with. I don't feel that I have a responsibility to cater in some way. I would never just seize on saying, well, this is a franchise that's appealed primarily to men for many, many years, and therefore I owe men something.
and people have really taken this out of context.
What up, Wavy?
Spun it way out of control.
Okay.
She was answering a question about whether the negative
Oh shit.
Rogue One of
I'm not trying to die here. I gotta try to finish Uncharted 2 today since now we're in October. I might have to put Uncharted 3 and 4 off because I usually play horror games for October, so I gotta download some. I already downloaded 1 because last year I beat the Evil Within 1, so now I figure I'll just do Evil Within 2. How do I go down? There we go.
quote from Movie Web to Screen Rant to Hello Giggle.
Playing Returnal. How is that, by the way?
And now you get
Because that's another game that I heard was up in the air about, you know, was it good or not?
And man hate and white man hate. That's all they care about.
You know, if you really don't like things that demonize white men, I recommend that you never watch these films.
Fire Kathleen Kennedy. Fire her 3 months ago. The sooner you get this disease out of Lucasfilm.
She's a disease. Looks like she was involved in a few successful.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Where the fuck was I supposed to wait, where the fuck was I supposed to jump to?
So much hate for her, it just makes sense for a changing of the guard. It's not a personal thing, it's a business thing.
It's a business thing.
Okay.
As someone who's considered the most prolific female producer in Hollywood, nearly 80 films that have collectively raked in over $11 billion and received over 100 Academy Award nominations. What fucking business perspective are you looking at this from?
Oh. Is it like a Souls game that people have described it to be?
Season, the coach gets the axe.
Where is the losing season? What, The Last Jedi? The highest grossing film of 2017? Even Solo made money. It just wasn't a quote-unquote hit.
I get it, Disney. You created this wham and respect.
Where in the fuck am I? Oh. It was right in front of my face. I swear, this is what I get for going back and playing Chains of Olympus and Ghosts of Sparta. I've been playing PS3 for the past few days straight, playing all HD collections. It's a rogue game. Hmm.
All those Chinese people and Empire of the Sun, that's all she did.
Kathleen Kennedy
Come on,
treats the
I'll
Star
catch you.
Wars fans like they're fucking idiots. Like they're idiots. Like, oh, well, we're gonna do these solo standalone
There you
films.
go.
Okay?
Tell me one
And then we're
more.
gonna take away the opening crawl. We're gonna take away everything that makes Star Wars special so you guys know that these are different than the saga films. Why? You don't need to do that.
So she treats the fans like they're fucking idiots because she doesn't want to use the opening crawl in the standalone films? Isn't that the opposite of treating the fans like idiots? Hey, we're gonna remind you guys that this is Star Wars, yep, in case you didn't realize.
I guarantee you go back and sit inside and you talk to her one-on-one about Star Wars. I guarantee you realize she doesn't really know that much about Star Wars.
She is heavily involved in not only the making of the films, but also the video games, the cartoons.
Damn, this guy is fucking destroying the Fandom Menace in a video I'm listening to. It's hilarious.
Someone in her status needs to be.
Okay, I need a weapon or something. Fuck, this guy at least has a machete of some kind.
She's not a fan.
I can still punch.
Like you, me, we're fans.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second, Wavy. Cause I create a solo party chat for when I do single player games, and then I have my group chats here. I'll hook you up right now, Wavy, with the invite, so I don't have to blue screen my game. All right. Got you, Wavy. Just accept that one, cause I was already in Alright, just let me know when you jump on board, because I sent you the invite. Ow.
this? This. What did this?
Yo, Wavy. Nothing. I'm finally getting back to doing this. I've been stuck. Like, I went back and quite literally just. I've been on like the PS3 for the last week.
You playing on the PS3 right now?
No, I was. I'm on the 4.
Yeah. What the hell was you playing on the PS3?
Oh, I have a bunch of digital collections, like when they were first releasing all the compilations of games together. I got a bunch of those. So I went back and just started going through my God of War collection, because that's like, God of War out of all PlayStation franchise, that's my favorite. Yeah. I have the only one I'm missing right now. Well, I've beaten them all, but the only ones I had on disc was 1 and 2 collection. But I have all the other ones like Chains of Olympus, Ghosts of Sparta, Ascension. I have 3 on the PS4 and 2018. I just gotta get the $15 bundle of 1 and 2 so I can just go in on those. So I can go in on them.
Okay.
I wish they would just redo the collection for the PS4, because I want to stream that whole fucking series. I've only done 3 and 4. I mean, Jesus. I heard about that game. I heard it was like I heard it was a Souls type game with guns.
Nah, it's like a road type game. You know what this game actually remind me of? Fury, my nigga.
Fury. I'm trying to remember because it rings a bell.
It's exactly like Fury. It's so crazy how many, like, even within the story, which I don't want to spoil and get into about too much. It's just in 3D though. But it's a must play for real, bro. Like I said in the chat, bro, like
the story ain't up there.
Bro.
Oh, not the story. Oh, yeah, because it's like by my.
The story is up there, my nigga, because I haven't been spoiled nor will be spoiled. I'm not gonna be going out
Okay.
of the way. Like I'm actually enjoying this shit, and it's crazy, my nigga. This game.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
No, it looks like my type of thing because I'm into sci-fi like that. It's just that whenever I was told.
Listen, it's like a Souls game, but I would say this is harder because this game takes a little bit of luck. It takes a lot of skill, and then you gotta have luck to where the map generates stuff that's beneficial for your run. You get your character powerful enough because you can power her up, but it's like it's all random, bro. It's all you find that.
It ain't set.
When you die, your shit just restarts, my nigga. Like, she just lands back on the planet that she wasn't supposed to be going to in the first place.
Okay.
And basically, her ship crashes, she can't leave. If she dies, she respawns at her ship, or outside of her ship.
See, I ain't opposed to playing a Souls-like game. I mean, I'm not good at them, but I still play them because I want to see if I find the right one.
That's the thing, though. This is like people call it a road game. It would be my first one, I guess. I play Fury, but in Fury you didn't fight little enemies, nor did you have to like level up and stuff. If I remember correctly, your character got more powerful the less you got hit. Right?
Yeah.
It was some new shit in that game, and it wasn't 3D. It was from like the top up. Like the camera was on top of your character, and you shot with it with a right stick shooter, bro.
It was twin stick, basically.
Yeah, twin stick. That's what I meant. But basically, bro, this shit is lit because it's 3D, bro, and it runs perfectly, my nigga. This shit is fun, bro. Like the character is like. I think the character is kind of iconic, but it has more to do with the suit that she's wearing.
Yeah.
Like, her face, she reminds me of that. I don't know if you watched Game of Thrones before.
I've seen some of it. That was like, it's weird. Like, that was the one Game of Thrones. It's like I never got into.
Which basically, I don't know if you know, but there was this big ass bitch that was a guard for, I think it was either the Lannisters or somebody.
Oh, I know.
Blonde with short hair.
I know who you're talking about. I think that is her because you know Sony when they do their games they use actresses like.
Yeah, because the character's short, bro. They might have just used her face for real.
They could have just CG. As I was saying, yeah, you can change the height of a chick. Like for like Resident Evil 3, the chick who does the face model is a Russian model. She doesn't do the voice, but they just CGI'd her look and made her shorter because that chick's actually really tall. The one that they used the face model for Jill.
Yeah, so I think this might be her. I'm not sure who the actress is, but this game is lit though for real. It's a must have. Like I said, it's
She played the Captain Phasma, the Silver Stormtrooper in the new Star Wars movie. She was that Silver Stormtrooper.
Which new Star Wars? Because I think I just seen the first.
The Force Awakens and the Last Jedi. That Stormtrooper that she was all covered in silver. That
We got to see her face.
you kind of do, but I mean you only see it when her mask is broken. But they show the actress in behind the scenes without the helmet on, and it looks spot.
I watched that shit in the theaters when it came out.
Yeah, she didn't show her face in the movies. She's just more so it's like you got to see the actress behind the scenes, and then when I saw the behind the scenes I was like, "Oh, okay. I think that is her because she also they did a live action trailer I believe for that game and it was her. So I'm assuming that has to be her. I just forgot her name.
I'm not sure about her name either, but ever since the first time I saw this game, like I thought that was her.
Yeah.
You can tell the character is no taller than like 5'11".
Mhm.
And like she looks cool as hell with this suit on, bro. And even the combat in this game, this shit's lit, bro. Cause what you gotta do basically, bro, is try to like I said, it's a little bit of luck involved in this. Like it's gonna take skill, cause you don't wanna be hit at all, bro. The more hit in the game, the better. Because the health items, if you collect them and you have full health, you can actually extend your health with it, bro. So you can have 200% health.
Like, dude, I was doing, like, recently, I was doing, like, my own little personal video game challenge. I didn't level up my blades in God of War until I got to, like, the final level of the game. Then I put all that shit on my weapon.
See, I do that shit sometimes too, but... Well, I would say I do shit like that most times I'm playing games, like video games. Like, if it's not included in the lore, and then just power up on a bitch, like if a boss gives me a lot of trouble, oh yeah, nigga, I'm gonna come back with these 5,000 souls I just spent or whatever.
And knock a bitch out, basically.
But yeah, bro, this game is a must play, bro, and I can see a lot of people that quit, bro, because it will drive you to like, you know what, I'm gonna quit this bitch.
Yeah, it seems like one of those.
I went over that edge, bro, like after like the second time playing, like this shit is stupid, you can't save your progress.
Wait, you what?
You should at least be able to, your progress does save, bro, but it doesn't, like, if you close the game, if you want to play another thing and you're on, like, a good run for, like, let's say you've been on a run for 2 hours, you got a lot of beneficial shit for your character.
Yeah.
Shit healing you, and then there's certain shit that you can, while dealing damage, heal yourself too and all of that. And there's no other way to heal you besides fighting the items, and they're like really scarce and shit.
And it's got like what's called. It's.
If you get lucky enough, bro, like you can go and fuck up like 3 or 4 bosses in a row. Oh, I finally got on top of this shit, bro. Let me take a screenshot of this shit. She's literally floating on like 3 feet above it or some shit. I've been trying the whole time to get up here, but there was like an invisible wall on this shit.
Wait, how in the fuck does this shit rotate? Oh fuck, this rotates. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. I do not like rotating obstacles. Okay. There we go. I swear to God, this game's gonna give me PTSD before it's over. Jump, dude, there we go. Fuck. Got it. I'm about to say, I got scared. I thought I was gonna hit the ground. Okay. Oh, I swear this white boy's out of his fucking mind. This white boy's out. Woo! Jump, Drake, jump. There we go.
Alright, bro, but this game is fucking epic, because once you defeat a boss, basically, you get to go to the next part of the planet.
Oh, it's planet-based?
You crash on this planet, I think the planet's called Atropos.
Mmm.
Like, basically, it picks up a radio signal, and it's like a white noise type broadcast and shit, and she goes out there to see if there's somebody that needs help, and she ends up getting
it trapped in her shit? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
And it's crazy as hell, my nigga. I'm talking tentacle monsters and all of that shit.
It sound like some fucking eldritch horrors like Cthulhu and all that shit.
Yeah, it reminds me, the enemies remind me of Bloodborne. Bloodborne enemies for real, bro. That's what
Yeah, Bloodborne, I play that shit very, very, very scarcely. It's like once I feel good killing a couple, like a boss or so, then I'm done.
You haven't beat that shit?
Cause that's the thing, I'm not a Souls guy. I will play it, but I'll only play them in fragments.
Beat that shit even if you run through it with a nigga, bro. Like shit, if that shit gets the 60 frame update on the PS5, and I can just play my PS4 version and help you get through at least the main story, I'll do that shit, bro.
Yeah, cause I wouldn't mind playing that game if I had some. So the thing is, I played it before with a cooperative, and it does make the game. It makes it better for me to play because that's the kind of game I can admit I cannot play that shit by myself.
It's a hard game, but like the
Yeah.
time that I played that shit, I remember, my nigga, I went and bought this shit across the street from my job at a GameStop. And I was like hyped waiting for that game to come out because I thought it was gonna be like Devil May Cry, my nigga, and boy was I wrong. That was my first Souls game for real.
See, like the one because I want to get the second one because I know this one they just flat out let you do a cooperative thing, and I feel it's the easiest Souls game to get into is Neo.
I haven't tried Neos because I got to a point where
It's like an arcade Souls game. That's what it feels like. It's more arcadey, but it's difficult. But it's.
I played the beta of Neo and I thought that shit was harder because the enemies follow you everywhere on that base.
Hey, you're talking to the guy who's even attempted to, because I own Sekiro and I only play that in bursts.
Sekiro actually has a 60 frames update, and that's the next game that I'm gonna tackle in my backlog. But
like when it comes to
like I don't even remember where I'm at, but I think I defeated 3 or 4 bosses on that shit.
Yeah, see the thing about that one.
I'm back to try it because I'm like just fucking farming. I'm like fuck it, I'm gonna just buy all the
yeah. See that's the shit that I see I got. Oh no, it is. I can admit it. It is. But the thing about Sekiro, unlike what people always complain and say, oh, the Souls games don't teach you. That game does teach you flat out the gate. It's up to you at the end of the day. See, even though I'm not like one of those people that are freaking telling people, oh, Souls no, they don't need to be easy because I don't want their audience to get their game butchered because of casuals. And that's coming from somebody who's not even a.
Certain games are for certain people, my nigga. Like
yeah.
Is a game that's not for certain people, my nigga.
Yeah, and just because, let's say, just because the game.
We're gonna go back to GameStop up and get their refund, my nigga. Especially now that you can buy a new game and you got 2 days to return it. I don't know if they still got that policy going on, but
Hell, they've been having like they haven't fully announced it like the game companies, but now when you go to like GameStop or Walmart, the PS5 games brand new are back at retail price of $60.
yeah, because they trying to compete. And the fucked up shit about the digital is that the digital, they show you the game for more money instead of less money. Because you really they don't gotta spend money on packaging the fucking game for you, my nigga. You literally own a digital version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And not even, you just own the license for that shit.
I'm just amazed that I still have my entire digital 3 collection. It came in handy. Oh shit, I gotta go down this way. Don't drop, don't. Okay, I thought that was gonna kill me. I take it, do I go up this way? Nope. I see how this is gonna work.
That's another thing about this game. I constantly have to open up my map to check where the hell I'm going and shit.
Oh, it's one of those like you gotta figure out your destination.
Bro, and the map resets like it randomly.
Random generation?
I don't think it's a complete random generation though, because it seems like some shit is static and all of the maps are laid out to where you won't get stuck. You'll be able to go fight the boss or whatever. It's like some order, a little bit of order to the way the rooms are laid out. Or at least a couple of the rooms. But this shit, I don't even want to get into the story of this shit with you, my nigga, because this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah. What the hell did I just do here? Oh. I swear, fucking treasure hunting puzzles, damn.
You know what this game kind of reminds me a little bit about is fucking,
Metroid?
the Samus, yup.
I was gonna say Metroid.
Different version.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she reminds me of like the what I've seen from the trailers and gameplay.
Bro, it's not like a whole bite or a rip, my nigga.
She's her own person. It's basically the potential of another PlayStation character.
She is another PlayStation character, my nigga.
Shit, I ain't opposed to another fucking. I want an All-Stars too.
I don't want to play an All-Stars game though, bro. I want a fighting game.
A fight, an actual fight, like combo based and all that. Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
You'll be crazy in that shit, my nigga. You'll be spinning the fucking
Well, you have to.
chaos blades and shit.
I think
Doing that and throwing the fucking the Leviathan axe,
there's another.
and it just goes and comes back.
Yeah, I think there's a way you can do it, Wavy. That's not. Okay, have you ever played Urban Reign?
Nah, I never played that.
Oh, damn.
I remember I played some creepy, not completely creepy, but some weird ass fucking fighting game. It was like a 3D battle fighting game.
Was Paul and Law from Tekken in it? Cause they're okay.
It was like weird, like there was like a leprechaun sword fighter, not a leprechaun, but like a type link type.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was a sword fighting. It was like it was kind of like a fighting game slash a Soul Calibur game. It was like a mix between a combo fighting game and Soul Calibur. I know what it is. I just don't know the title, but I had it. I know what you're talking about. But no, what I'm saying is, even if you,
Not it though, right?
no, I think it is not. We're not talking about the same game, but
I'm saying what you're talking.
oh no, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's not.
Urban Reign.
That's not Urban Reign, right?
No, Urban Reign was on PS2, and it had the special guest character Paul and Law, and what it was basically, it was a 3D fighter, kind of like how you play Tekken in Mortal Kombat, but instead of 2 versus 2 on the same screen, you drop 4 to 5, possibly 6 people in the thing, and it's not on a 2D plane like what's it called is like Smash. The environment is fully open for you to just bust. It's kind of like a cross between old school WWE, where you can go anywhere in the middle of the fight. But this one was, you know, combo based and all that. And if that's how if they do like another Sony PlayStation fighting game, they need to draw inspiration from Urban Reign, because it's got free range. You could, like, say you drop a whole bunch of people in a warehouse, you got the whole warehouse to fuck up with just the 4 to 6 fighters.
I would prefer that to be a game mode or something within a fighting
Game, yeah.
I feel like either a 2D fighting game or a 3D if it's gonna be like that.
I think it needs to be 3D because of someone like Kratos. And they have to beef up his speed. Because remember, Mortal Kombat, he would have been too powerful if they let him move fast.
But Mortal Kombat was like
2D.
their games are really, I don't really like freaking NetherRealm fighters, cause they feel clunky for real. And then in Mortal Kombat, you have to like input your combos way before you even see your hits confirmed.
Yeah.
Confirming that game. You already have to have.
I can't believe the last actual Mortal Kombat game that didn't close the frickin' skill gap. Even though it's not the most popular, it at least controls like classic MK, and that's Mortal Kombat versus DC. At least that still has a skill tree, not a skill, well, a skill thing you can master.
You know what? I can kind of agree with you, because at those times I was in a fighting game too, and that shit came out. I remember, and like,
Yeah.
some dude I knew, well, he was like basically, you could say like one of my cousins, but he wasn't really my cousin. His family.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I got those too, shit.
Basically, he played Sub-Zero in that game, and I picked a bunch of different characters. This nigga just kept killing me, my nigga.
Cause Sub-Zero is one of the most fucking the freeze. What is it? He's throwing basically he creates the box of ice in the air and he just launches it at you, or he'll teleport through the ice behind you from the ground.
Or he'll throw it up from the floor.
Yeah, from the floor. Because at least that one, you needed to know, like, people like the Flash, you needed skill to use, because just because he's got his speed, if you don't know how to use it, you still get your ass beat.
I think you need skills to play a fighting game, like, period, bro.
I mean, there's some, though, that it's like, ever since, and I'm not, and that's the thing, I may not be a fighting game pro, but even I hate that that they implement where you can choose to do your skills, or games will just let you press square and they do the moves for you.
I don't really like auto combos.
Yeah, because those are the you can't tell if someone's using auto combo or not, and then they get all like they act like they're the shit because they're using auto combos.
And I wouldn't say that. I would say like auto combos that are too much power for the simplicity of you just having press forward 3 times.
Yeah.
It might be too strong, because not all auto combos, like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, Piccolo's auto combo sucks for real. You have to jump up in the air to confirm after like the second hit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers start hits your kids, and you can just go from there if you want to super dash right there, you can super dash, or if your character's capable of doing something else, you can do something else, but
the only the
same, but the ones that are strong are fucking like cheesy as hell, bro.
yeah, and the main issue with fighting games is that why can they never get the online right? Why are these games incapable of having?
I always ask myself that shit too, though, because you would think, if you think about it, it's literally a background and 2 fucking characters, and that's it, bro.
That's what I'm saying, like those old fighting games, like even when you would play fucking the PS2 wired to the computer or wired to the internet, you could still play those fighting games and not drop. hell, it's only like when you play Mortal Kombat 9, like when they did the Mortal Kombat remake reboot, it was.
Mortal Kombat 9 had a, like, you really couldn't play it competitively for real, bro.
You could only, the only time I ever seen it played competitively is that you had to play it on local. They had to like have the systems set up for like local fights, because if you took it online,
Yeah.
it's inconsistent as shit.
And that's across the board with all fighting games.
Yeah, all of them.
The glitch that fucking Mortal Kombat had was, I think it was some certain type of trade. I think if like you both grabbed and like you clicked the grab or whatever,
Yeah.
the first player always got like a hit or got a combo off of that shit, and it was only on the player one side. Player two wasn't able to do that shit.
Or how do you got those motherfuckers that quite literally, it's like they move like a speeding bullet. It's like you, by the time the fight starts, they do a combo. Let's say if you do the specific combo, it's only gonna take, you know, maybe 20%, 15% health. But if they do it, you're damn near about to die.
That happens a lot in Dragon Ball, especially if that's like the last character they got out fighting.
Yeah.
The last character enters limit break, and what happens is I think they're like 10 to 15% stronger and have 10 to 15% more defense. Something along the lines like that.
It's funny how only Tekken 6 implemented it right.
Like can kill you.
Yeah, the one thing I don't understand is like how did they implement it so well? Like this meter when you're basically about to die. But if you don't pull off a combo that could save your life, you could still die, which is in Tekken 6. Like the moment you're about to hit death, like near death, but your body is suddenly like glowing red and you have all this strength. I forgot what they called it.
What that lets you sleep or you got blue, like Roman chances like shit.
It was like, yeah, like when you're playing Tekken 6 and you're like close to, let's say you have about 40% health left, your life bar starts glowing red and you got like this little red aura around you that if you pull off probably one good combo you could kill the person, but if you don't, you're asked out of luck. It's like only you only have like a few seconds to be able to get yourself out of a problem.
Sorry, bro, I was reading a bit.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a fucking fire bite. Okay, when was the last time you played Tekken 6?
Tekken 6? I don't think I played Tekken 6. I might have not played Tekken 6.
Well,
I might have played it at a friend's house one time.
well, okay, but you have the newer Tekken, right?
Yeah, I got Tekken 7.
Okay.
I haven't played that shit.
They put the system, they put the same system in there. It's like, you know when you're about to die and your health turns red and you have this red aura around your fists, which means your strength and speed has just increased and at least it gives you a fighting chance before you die. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how the hell Tekken does it well enough, but all these fighting games that try to emulate that can't do it. They just either make the person too strong, or they don't make them strong and they don't give you a high enough window to protect yourself. And
then the developers take care of it to address that problem though too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's another thing. Like, they should at least be addressing shit every like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, the only game
Everything can be patches, but
yeah,
is like too broken.
that you need to rework.
Fix that shit, bro.
Because I know there was certain fighting games that I played where you know it's broken if they have to take a character out for like a month to repair.
Which fighting games did that shit?
Fucking what was it? I know I have it in my collection some fucking where. Oh no, they did that with MK. They did that with MK11. They had to take out fuck, what was this motherfucker's name? He wasn't even like, he was at the menu, but you couldn't click. Yeah.
Shao Kahn?
No, Shao Kahn, he can be fucking dominated. He ain't who he was before. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was Shang Tsung.
I don't think
the newer Shang Tsung. It was that, and I know they took somebody else out. They had to retool them before they put them back in. Cause somebody was able to break every guard, like he was able to break the person's guard completely. Oh shit, Wavy went out. What's up, Keith? Oh shit. How did he not die? Oh my god. Heads up. Oh, that's a Tibetan. What am I fucking doing? Was it Goro? I don't even think. No, Goro's not. Goro was an MKX. Wait, he isn't. Is he an 11? MK11? Because I haven't played. I have it downloaded, but I haven't played it in a minute. So I forgot who's on the roster. Wait, which way? Oh shit. The motherfucker's down there. Oh, this is the way I gotta go. Okay. What the hell was that I just got hit with? Oh shit, he's over there. Son of a beach. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's too heavy. I can't run with that. Oh, gotta go this way. Okay, which way do I go? Oh shit, who shot at me? Motherfucker, you trying to sneak up on me? Shit. Let's go, Tenzin. Oh damn, Tenzin, don't knock me down. Shit. There you go, Wavy.
Basically, my PS5 just crashed, nigga.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting till I'm gonna wait till they, because I heard they're gonna start when they start re-releasing systems that fix the problems that I guess currently is going on with it. That's when I'll wait to get a PlayStation. I'm in no rush.
Apparently, I think it's something to do with the rest mode, which I never had this issue with my PS5 until I started playing Returnal and had to leave it on rest mode, not
Yeah.
progress. Which, like, comparing me that fucked with the PS5 somehow, but a bunch of people told me they ain't encountered this shit like this shit is rest mode all the time.
You know what? You know what's funny? It's funny. I've even recorded videos showing proof, and I got called a huge liar, and I don't know how when I showed a clip showing proof. Not once since I've owned any model of my PS4 have I ever had that loud noise.
I think it depends on the fan that you have, but like all the PS4s that I had, they felt like they were about to take off into actual post, basically. That's what this game is about, my nigga. It's about why those PS4s are so goddamn loud. Because they were part of this shit that lands on actual post,
Yeah, the shit.
this shit's called the Helios.
Cause somebody put out a clip, and the thing about it, if your PlayStation looks dirty as fuck, and there's dust coming out of it, and you're pulling out large dust bunnies, and you're saying, "Hey, why is my fan not working?" Motherfucker, that's on you.
Your PlayStation sounds like it would die if it was that clogged up for real. Like the chip inside it would just melt or something.
I know that's they fault. So it's like they're blaming the company for their own ignorance.
PS5, I don't know if I got lucky and I got the one with the fan that's the quietest fan out of the three that they might come with. But this shit is like, I can't complain about it at all, my nigga. I don't got a single complaint. I haven't heard this shit, like, I haven't even heard the fan. I don't know if the fan's even kicking on this motherfucker, basically, bro.
Hey, that's a good thing, because that means you ain't gotta worry about no problem. See, the shit was, I think, what was the most over-demanding game that they had on the PS4? Because I got the majority of the games that came out only for the PS4. And I don't hear, like, I never heard, like, I played this shit for one day for, like, I didn't hear a goddamn thing while playing.
Nah, you must have locked out or something, man, bro.
Well, it's just not only that, I take care of my fucking shit. I wipe the sides where the air comes out.
I only had two PS4s. I had the OG PS4, and then I had a slim PS4. And they both, my nigga, I felt like we were gonna go on a trip to Mars.
I had...
Either too long or some shit. That shit would just be loud to the point I didn't even want to scream with that shit, because all you would hear in the background would be...
Yeah. Like me, like this shit is my what's it called? Like I clean my shit out. I make sure the fucking thing is not, I'm like, it's common sense. If you wanna treat it, if you want it to last long, you gotta take care of it.
Word.
And what's ironic, what was up?
The PS5, even though the PS5, it like got a lot of airspace to like fucking breathe.
Yeah. And the shit is, what they don't
Take care of it at all. It's gonna get dusty at some point. At some point, and they made it easy to like take care of this shit.
and what you're gonna laugh, it's like the people that complain about the sound and the noise are the same people that play on the, and I'm not trying to say no shit because I got friends that play on the computer, but it's like those elitist motherfuckers are like, hey, why is this shit acting up? I thought it was better. I was like, look at your system. It's a piece of you treat it like shit. Like one time somebody tried to make a joke saying, put a clip using one of those giant air cleaner cans, saying all you guys said I had to do was clean it out. All he did was spray it once and complained that the fan was still going. I was like, open the inside of your system.
Yeah, you do have to do that shit, bro. It extends the life of your system.
And I know, cause it's like,
The system's gonna die someday, bro. Like, there's ways to fix it if you really know your shit with, like, the tech and all of that. You'll be able to, like, restore it, bring it back to life, but all of this shit got a shelf date on it, for real, my nigga.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's like, I think there's a weird conspiracy. It's like, why is it one generation, one company does good, and the other generation, the company that was just doing good, fucks up, so then the rival ends up getting the fucking market. I'm like, is one company not allowed to stay dominant, or do they have to? It's all, what is it like?
Fucking guys know when Microsoft got into this shit, they killed the Dreamcast, bro. Motherfucking Sonic the Hedgehog had to go to Nintendo to get his games out there.
They basically, it's like they don't want any rival. It's like you got the big three, but Nintendo never does anything. It's like Nintendo releases consoles and games that are a decade old, but they can get away with it. It's like the Switch is something that could have been in place of the Wii U, and the Wii U could have been out at the time of the fucking Wii. It's like they were late as hell with each system, but nope, they can get away with it apparently.
Oh my god, what the hell?
What?
What type of booby trap was that, bro? I just basically grappled somewhere, bro, and I thought that she was gonna slide onto a platform or land on the platform fine. This bitch landed and slid all the way to the edge and then off the edge into like 500 feet worth of fucking depth. Like, you couldn't even see the bottom of where the fuck she was gonna land at after that.
Jesus. Where the fuck am I supposed to... Damn, game. Oh my fucking god.
Nah, but this game is awesome, my nigga.
Yo, if I shoot...
You can't call yourself a gamer and not play this shit, my nigga. You at least, bro, the least I'll give niggas is to be able to say that you beat the first boss at least.
Yeah.
But if you beat the whole game, bro, you on another realm, bro.
I'm eventually gonna get a hold of that game. But that's the thing, by the time I decide to get myself a new system,
You get the PlayStation, my nigga.
yeah,
What it's gonna do is like go on sale. Whatever.
that's what I'm saying. Yep.
You still gotta play this shit, bro.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. And then I'm lucky that the games I got, that I have bought, and the majority of my PS4 collection gets the upgrades. And what the fuck just happened again? Oh my god almighty. This fucking tank is mad inconsistent. I'm starting to wonder how the hell Uncharted... Oh yeah. Damn, I got a question. How was Uncharted so popular? I see why it is, but it's like it's got so many fucking inconsistencies. Like, it's the best inconsistent series I've played.
I don't think I ever played the first three Uncharted. Well, I played the first one, but I really like beat it and that shit.
They basically...
My brother beat those games.
Yeah, they basically said, oh, Sony doesn't have a Gears of War. I was like...
No.
Oh, damn. They say, oh, Uncharted...
I would like... It's hard. Motherfuckers wanna say that it's not, bro, but it is hard because, like, I can see, like, in the easy mode, you might have 5 enemies come at you or 7, and they're not really trying to shoot at you. They're trying to shoot at the signs, like, 20 feet away from you or some shit. And basically, in Caution, I mean, like 80 soldiers come in just one area, and they're all out for you. Like you got a bounty on your head or some shit like that.
Oh, who you fuck? I be playing I play games like that. That shit is annoying. It's like, and it's also, it's like, I don't understand how when the AI uses the same weapon you're using, the fucking AI can do shit with the guns that you can't do, but you gotta follow the rules, but the game doesn't. You gotta. Like, if you don't follow the game's rules, you'll die, but the enemy can do 20 million fucking things that are not within the game's rules. I'm like, really? Can I even destroy this fucking tank? Seriously. It's a fucking RPG. I should be able to blow this shit to fucking heaven.
Oh, this shit is a little bit delayed, though, because I'm in the party part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream's delayed actually no matter whether I'm on the party.
YouTube always does that shit.
I think it's like that on Twitch too.
Not really. Actually, not really. Twitch is really only a second behind, but it's really not noticeable. Now it depends if you haven't. Now, if you, the only time I ever noticed Twitch act up if you have if your connection's funky. Other than that, I haven't had to. Where in the fuck did that come from? You son of a bitch.
Which game mode are you playing on?
I don't know. Every time I start a game, I just hit X till I start. So I go with whatever difficulty I might have clicked on. I find out as I play what it's on. So that's what I do. Like I randomly will. Okay, here's the best idea. I'll look away. I'll move the analog stick or the directional pad up and down many times, and then hit X on whatever difficulty it is without looking.
So you don't know what mode you're playing on right now?
Nope. Oh shit. And with the way I keep getting my ass blown up.
Play this shit on the hardest difficulty for real.
See, with me, I gotta learn. Like once I.
For me, at the end of the day, you know what I look at as?
Mhm.
Like, oh, at least, at the very least, you're extending the game's like life cycle for you if you're just gonna play. Cause a lot of games are one and done, my nigga. Like you play them the one time and that's it. You put it down. What do you have to come back to? Like you already experienced all this shit, right?
I do play games like the way I'll play a game. I'll play it twice.
Sometimes you can. I don't really play games twice unless I really like them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
If I really like the game, yeah, I play it twice.
See, like I like games with New Game Plus because all that shit that was pissing me off the first time, I can go back and then fuck them up, like fuck the enemy up.
Yeah, New Game Plus is a nice game, which all games should have for real, motherfuckers. Just, like Kenna doesn't have a New Game Plus for some reason.
Like which one?
There's no round Kenna.
Kenya. Oh, yeah, Kenya. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit don't got a New Game Plus for some reason. And then the enemies are like all in static locations, so once you kill them all, if you miss trophies that you had to kill enemies for, like...
Oh shit. I agree. I agree with this comment that I just got. People, like, that's true. I'm like, it's like sometimes, let's say an anime, like Yu-Gi-Oh! You watch Yu-Gi-Oh! You think the rules in the show apply to the game, and then people get mad when the rules didn't work the way the show said the rules worked. I used to see so many motherfuckers get mad when they were like, when... Oh, it is. No, it is. But the thing is, you obviously the show they have to break the rules in the show to make certain shit happen. The game, I would get so many people would get mad at me saying that, oh, you're cheating because I'm following the show's rules. I was like, so you're technically cheating because you're following the broken rules that don't exist. 2,000. 4,000 is when you get to the battle. You know, not that was a huh. Yeah. Well, then the show eventually went up to 4,000. The video games, it's 8,000.
To beat him, and you know what? He was a character in the anime too. He kind of looked like a skeleton type dude, bro. And this nigga had Exodia. He has Exodia in the show too, bro. This nigga, when I was like 2 or 3 more like turns from beating him, then he draws a card, my nigga, and he summons Exodia on me.
Oh my god.
His name up, bro. Look the character up. Cause that shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? And then there wasn't even no like game mode on that shit. Like you just played it at the difficulty that the game was set to.
It was yeah, it was really depending on the
Magazines, right? And
yeah.
magazines show Yu-Gi-Oh cards on them, and you know Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the bottom had like a numeric number. I don't remember the number, so it was like 7 to 8 digits or some shit.
The numbers that you would put in the card game.
Yeah, if you put that code in the game, you get the card in the game, bro. So
See, that's what's up. That was something that is what made the game fun as fuck to keep playing.
Yu-Gi-Oh definitely did it better than Pokemon, my nigga.
Oh yeah.
Because they even helped you within the game, bro. Like, you didn't have to own this shit in real life. It was better than the games were funner, bro. Especially if another nigga had the game and y'all could just play on the games because the rules are already, like, there in place.
Mm-hmm.
Not with these Uno rules, bro.
Which is unfortunately how modern. What the fuck? Okay, this game doesn't even tell me where I need to jump.
Own this shit physically, bro. Which you could lose it, you could lose a card or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I used to hate that shit because a motherfucker. I'll tell you what, a motherfucker did try to take my blue eyes in class, and I fucking snapped his wrist for trying. I was like, don't you fucking touch my shit.
And I had some other card that was rare as hell, bro.
I had.
Had like this mage type dude that looked like he had like a shadow mask on. But he only had 1800 attack, but it was this special effect that was really good.
Oh, trust me, I used to have the fucking. I got lucky and would just get a hold of all these motherfucking insane cards, and then it took me to beat my older cousin before he gave me, because I had to beat him for it, was Obelisk the Tormentor. That was the first time I got a hold of God card, and I took it from him, and he was like, I ain't got no problem, you beat me fair and square. But the shit was, he had copies of it, but he wanted to see if I was good at the game finally without his help. So I took him out and took the God card. But I already had Exodia in my possession, and I knew how to use him very effectively. Because even if my cousin, see, the thing is with my cousin, he forgot it. Because at the time when the original rules, the original Yu-Gi-Oh rules, the original Generation 1 through all the way up to Battle City, is where Yu-Gi-Oh was at its best. This modern shit is trash.
Nah, they did come out with a bunch of crazy motherfucking new cards and like Creamer Monsters, which was the last one.
Yep. That's why they're. That's
That added me last
5Ds.
Yeah, I watched some of it. I tried to watch it all, but eventually I got to some episode and I had to wait for them to air more, and like I cut it off right there.
Yeah.
And I think what I was watching was anyways.
And the shit was, like, the side games that Yu-Gi-Oh would make that didn't involve the card game were sometimes better than the fucking card game. I was like, I used to look at people like they were stupid. I was like, why do you people hate Dungeon Dice? It's so much more competitive. And actually, it's 50-50. You won't know who's gonna win that fight, and you can actually not overtake the other opponent.
Remember the dude that had Exodia on the show that he used Exodia on Yugi?
That was, no, he used it on Joey.
On the Egyptian. He used it on Joey?
Yeah, because there was a rare hunter that had copies of Exodia.
To the Shadow Realm, right?
No, Joey actually resisted the shadow. Joey resisted the shadow realm. He did at first, but Joey broke it. Joey.
Okay.
Because he tried to possess Joey to fight Yugi. You mean no? Merrick? No. I mean no. I know what you mean. You dueled the rare hunter because Merrick, the guy who possessed Joey, uses raw.
No, I'm not talking about Merrick.
Yeah, the rare hunter. Yeah, the rare hunter, the one with the white hair and he was hunched over.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's basically the Exodia rare hunt, the Exodia rare hunter.
So how the hell did he have Exodia? He off the ship and got it?
No, there's multiple.
That nigga, bro.
There's multiple like as the show went on and Kaiba, you know, remember Kaiba's corporation creates the cards, so of course he's gonna create more Exodias, but they made them hard to get. But obviously that rare hunter cheated. His entire deck was filled with Exodia, which broke the rules already. So Kaiba could have had him eliminated because.
Do you think that in the game he had multiple Exodias then?
Nope, they showed it when he defeated when Yugi beat him, and he flew backwards.
In the Game Boy games,
Oh, in the Game Boy, he does.
remember?
He does. You have to use it.
That's how that motherfucker did that shit.
You either have to.
I thought that nigga had 5 legitimate Exodia cards, bro, and he pulled them. And I was like, this motherfucker was already a tough opponent. I'm like 2 turns from beating you. And next thing, this nigga just draws the card, and I just see Exodia pop up, and I see the cards showing up and shit. I was like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like with him, there was a trap card that you can use that would take care of that problem. That's why they expected you to know the strategy to take him out.
Okay.
But that's like I could once you like have some real strong fucking cards, if you can get him killed within 2 to 3 turns if you draw the right kind of hand. So therefore he wouldn't be a problem. It's just if he prolongs the duel, because he'll like to use Swords of Revealing Light, he'll like to use all that stuff that prevents you from attacking.
Mm-hmm. I watched some fucking what's it called?
But you do know.
One
I don't know if you've seen him, Wavy.
Yu-Gi-Oh after fucking
The original.
the Yu-Gi. Nah, the one with Jaden.
Yeah, GX after the original series. See,
GX.
GX cards,
Of that, but I didn't really like that shit.
but it did one.
I've seen it late.
It does one thing that these other series should be doing. They made They made their own original style cards, but they still kept it in line with Yu-Gi-Oh itself. Like I liked the hero type monsters. You know, these were different monsters, and they still used monsters from the old. See, so that's how you do it.
With the Yu-Gi-Oh monsters is that all the fucking monsters belong to a family of the same species, or at least the same name of monsters. It's not just one dark magician.
Hell, did you ever play the Final Fantasy themed Yu-Gi-Oh game on the GameCube?
Nah, I didn't play that.
That was a good game. It basically they gave an explanation on how these monsters. It's like you're Yugi or Kaiba. You have 3 monsters on your team, and then it plays like Final Fantasy. Each player takes a turn to have their monster attack back and forth. Different. That's saying it could be They should just remaster that because that game was fun. You get all 3 of the god cards on the field.
How do you emulate it so that they can try to sue you?
And they're not broke, so I don't know why they acting like that. Ah, shit. I fucked up. See, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! People call me fucking crazy, but I can back it up, is the PS2 Capsule Monsters game.
Never played that shit.
They've made a different, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games were experimental with different, because they try to do it in the show, but, see, the thing about, I'm gonna say it like it is, if you cannot play Dungeon Dice Monsters, then what are you doing playing the card game?
I think I had Dungeon Dice Monsters for the Game Boy Advance.
I had it for the Game Boy Advance, and I had the actual game itself with everything they released for it before it finally went out. I was like, I used to play that shit like everybody used to be. You could have up to 4 people playing on the board. You know, the match can go in anyone's favor. It's not like one-sided, like you can tell by the type of hand somebody draws. They made the rules fair, they made the rules easy to understand. Hell, the fucking card game is more complicated than Dungeon Dice.
The Game Boy Advance game though, I ain't gonna lie though. Like I never played that shit. I tried it but I didn't like understand the thing. But I really liked the way it was. I was looking forward to playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Dungeon Dice Monsters is different for real. You spun, it was like you spun the dice like Monopoly, and then I think your monster.
You have to have a match. Well, it's not just that. You have to have, let's say, if your monster was level 3, you need to have at least 2 matching level 3s, or you can have. If the dice lands on 2 3s, that means you can summon whichever monster has the 3 on it. So out of those 2, and if you get lucky, you get all 3s. You can decide out of the 3 monsters, but then you get an attack thing that gives you the right to attack. Then you get an ability to you know, defend and everything like that. It was really more you had to use your brain, even more so than the cards, because the cards it's just mathematics. This one really doesn't require mathematics. It requires actually strategizing where you're gonna send your monsters, how you can disconnect the enemy from not even be able to summon. There was a lot of shit you had to do or figure out. What the fuck? Which way do I go? Oh, this way. Oh shit. Cabron. Woo! Got your ass, motherfucker. Go to sleep. Oh shit. Wait, was there a grenade on the floor? Yes, there was. I'm slow if I didn't see that. Wait. Is Elena still shooting? Who the fuck is she shooting at? Oh, you son of a bitch. Get the fuck over there. Wait, did she say there's more of them? Where? Oh shit, that's right. My bad. Woo! Why is this gun not shooting? There you go, you motherfucker. What to say? They need to start going back. Like, who currently owns Dreamcast licenses? Like the license to those games.
I don't know. The thing about those games is I don't think any one of those games did well, because you could just copy a game literally, my nigga. You didn't have to put no secret chip on on your Dreamcast. Like, right out the box, it came that you could put a fake game in it.
Shit.
And that has something to do with Microsoft.
No, you know I figured that out. You know I figured out with the Super Nintendo. You know, all you had to do was open up, you know, the part where you put the cartridge in. If you open that and you pressed, I think it was a red button, if you pressed it down, that means you can play games that are no matter where the cartridge came from. Japan, the multi-cards, any of those. Once you took that flip.
That shit had that on there, bro. Like a safety lock.
Yeah, it's like, but a lot of people didn't figure that shit out until, and I found that out by fucking accident, because I was like, the hell? Because I was learning how to clean and open up my thing at the time, and I noticed the button and I flipped it. Then after that, all these fucking, even bootleg carts that we had started working. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers work. And that's how I played, what's it called? The Butoden games, because then when I did that, the Butoden games rendered from Japanese to English. Like, first the words would pop out in Japanese, and then when you clicked on it, the words would then translate to English. I was like, what the fuck? You know what a lot of people don't tell you? You know that there was only one Butoden game that was released in English, and I know the rest are just Japan. And that was, what the fuck was it? What fucking Butoden game was it? Because it's a side Butoden game. It's not one of the main numbers. Make the jump, chick. There you go. Oh shit, oh shit. Push. Gotta push. Yeah, push this shit. Come on. Like, what big licenses do you think need a modern remake, and from what studio?
I'm not really sure on a lot, but I'm gonna say I think Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter. Oh, okay. I can give you that one. Siphon Filter.
That shit was fun as hell, bro.
How do you feel about that Perfect Dark remake?
I'm not sure, bro. Like, you know who the hell's making it, Microsoft, so I feel like you shouldn't have any hope for that game, bro. The more hope that you got for that game, the more disappointed.
See, the thing I don't understand is, okay, I get it. Phil Spencer has to promote his product. I understand that, but I'm like, how does he get away with making promises that are not even for this generation?
My nigga, Phil Spencer's doing this shit so niggas 50 years from now can play fucking ping pong.
See, the thing is,
On, like,
it was funny because one day, even though I play on PlayStation, I own an Xbox, I own the Switch. You know, I play on them very evenly. Somebody tried to come to me, look here, you fanboy, you don't have Bethesda games no more. I was like, I'm not a fanboy of Bethesda. I only like very little titles.
ask them where they're playing Deathloop at. Cause last time I checked, that's a Bethesda game and it's like a fucking PS5 exclusive for you. Did you even know that? Cause I didn't even know that shit till I.
Cause that's the thing. Cause that's the thing. Microsoft can't.
Bethesda, and it's a Sony exclusive for a year, bro. Like, you motherfuckers have to wait, dog, for that Game Pass version. If they even put it on Game Pass.
So the thing is, I'm like, I don't really. I was like in my head, I was like, okay. I mean, Bethesda games, in my opinion, are fucking overrated. The only ones I really liked was Dishonored. Obviously, I played Elder Scrolls.
All Bethesda games are buggy as hell too, bro.
That's why I don't play them day one, because I know they're gonna have problems. Someone tried to tell me, oh, that's a fail. That's how you fail at reviews. You don't play games day one. I said, so why am I gonna play it day one when I know it's gonna be a fucked up mess so I can get some clicks?
These reviewers that don't even play the game early for no reason. Like, who cares about getting a day one review out there?
So then when I played the game and I reviewed, because there was a game, I guess, that came out a couple years ago that I didn't buy it day one, and I made the opinion saying, you know, I think that's where I was like, this is where reviewers mess up. You play the game knowing it's going to be in an unprepared state just so you can get your review out there. That's going to be a waste of my money. So I'm waiting until that shit is dropped. And I was like, I got called biased because I have the opinion of, I go into every game, even if even if it's a franchise I love, I temper my expectations to very, very, very low. So I let my expectation build as the game goes. So then it gives me a clear idea where this game stands.
I still think you gotta, like, freaking experience games yourself, cause
yeah.
You might go in the game thinking it's one thing, like you fucking gonna think Returnal's one thing, bro, and then it's a whole nother motherfucking beast.
Oh yeah.
When you defeat the bosses, bro, it's epic, bro.
Like one of the like, what is it? The one guy that attacked my channel in the early days finally came back to YouTube, and people are trying to tell me, oh, guess what, he's back, John, your show's over. I was like, I don't fucking care. I was like, no, what's his name, Rags. The first thing I said, well, unlike Rags, I didn't abandon my fan base that I have. Oh shit, I fell to my death. I was like, unlike him, I didn't siphon off of somebody else's fucking podcasting channel. I did shit on my own way, you know.
I don't think Raj was worried about you like that for real, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think after that one time, like, cause I made a video saying, yo, I just want to talk to you, bro. I want to clear up any misunderstanding. And he's like, I got nothing to say to you. I was like, okay. It's like a lot of guys, they come out of the wood. You like, I'm just an average dude on the internet, and I don't understand how I made so many fucking adversaries. I was like, what? Cause my opinion don't match your opinion?
That's kind of a little bit of the reason why I left fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Took that long ass hiatus, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm always on hiatus on YouTube.
See, the thing with me is, I feel that if people make me go on hiatus, that means I'm bending the knee to them thinking, yeah, I made him go somewhere. I was like, yeah, no, you can kiss my fucking ass. You didn't make me go no damn where.
I'm not worried about YouTube niggas if I'm like on hiatus for real.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything. Look what that motherfucking YouTube hater gotta say.
I'm amazed Resurrection hasn't really been coming back, because there's a lot of people he can make content off of that I would be laughing my ass off if he did.
Yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers that exposed.
Like, do you know about this dude called Perfection from the Dragon Ball community? Wait. He would,
They don't get my idea. I don't know if you've read the manga or not. Have you read the Dragon Ball Super manga?
It's been a minute. I would read them online.
Goat nigga, where the last time I read it, they defeated the goat nigga.
Oh, Moro.
Moro.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
That was one of the most surprising fights so far, and a lot of people are looking forward to that being animated.
Let me ask you this. What did you think of Goku when, like, Moro actually used the planet to summon face, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of Goku's aura becoming a bigger Goku?
Believe it or not, I was always looking forward to a kaiju-esque fight in a Dragon Ball scenario. So I wasn't...
What I think about that? I think they messed up. They really made that epic. Because you know what? That his aura should have became? His giant great
ape. Yeah.
The aura, bro. That thing would have been so cool, my nigga. They messed up. That one little detail, my nigga. If it would have been his ape aura, because you gotta think it's the planet, bro. So this is doing that shit from within.
The only other thing that
Nobody gets that. Everybody's like, oh, that shit sounds lame or whatever. That shit would have been cool.
It's the Dragon Ball casuals that think like that.
It would have made more sense than summoning a bigger Goku, bro.
See, what I feel like, the one thing people bitched about that I heard about the Moro arc, they were like, why did Goku throw him a sensu bean? I was like, so why did he throw Cell a sensu bean? Deep. Yeah, because a lot of the... But the thing about Goku is, he's not gonna... To him, I think that's him be like, oh, that means he would fight you dirty because he's not fighting you at your best.
Why did he throw Goku Black a sensu bean then, if that's the case?
That, I believe, they even left that, well, not even that, what's his name, the creator himself explained that. He's like, because Goku and Vegeta can sense the difference between a universal threat and a planetary threat. Black was multi-universal, so that means he had to die. There was no fucking with him. Moro's planetary. It's not that. What's his name? Black has the ability, like, let's say if he started to spread to other multiverses or to other universes, then it would be a problem. Moro is just confined to he's confined to our reality.
That motherfucker's still a problem, though.
Yeah.
Even Beerus is a problem.
Oh, I'm aware of them.
Destroy problems out of him.
But
Roaming around with an angel at that.
hey,
What type of angel is that?
well, the thing is, they at least explain that you got the angel of creation and you have one of destruction.
So as much as we see mirrors like destroy planets, I haven't seen these create shit.
That's the fun. Well, he made the what's it called? You know that world that they're on? That's his doing.
Oh, I didn't know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Reese would have been his alternate universe sister though.
He met her. Wait a minute, they know each other.
Yeah, but I wish Reese would have been the Champa's fucking
Advisor.
And the waifu angel would have been the angel from Universe
7. Oh shit. Got him. Man, how many motherfuckers are gonna come across that bridge? Just gonna be lining up for me. Line up. 1, 2, 3. Come on, keep lining them up. Well, first let me get down. Oh shit. I'm coming, I'm dropping. Alright. Now I gotta go across this fucking platforming obstacles. Alright, let's go. I threw this motherfucker halfway across the mountain just by stepping on his body. What kind of fucking glitch was that? It was funny though.
Right behind you.
Okay, which way am I going? Oh, this way. Oh shit, bridge broke.
Yo, I just seen the news. That shit was hilarious, dog.
Homeboy went flying. And all I did was touch the side of, like, just landed on the side of his body. Oh my god, there's some shit right here. If there's two things in video games that I think we need to just long be past already, is platforming and escort missions. I swear, I've never met a person that says they enjoy.
These set pieces look like they're fun though, because it's a set piece.
Oh yeah, it is a set piece, but goddamn. Set pieces are, I'm talking about, yeah, set pieces are one thing, but if like platforming and fucking escort missions are like your core mechanic, I thought escort missions would have come out years ago after Resident Evil 4, because that has the worst escort mission in. Ooh. I hate guarding that little bitch. I would always aim the gun at her on purpose.
That was the whole purpose, was for you to be a bodyguard.
I hope they take that. I hope they take that out of the.
Just been named Resident Evil 4 bodyguard or some shit.
Cause the thing is, I hope it's true that they take out those fucking escort missions in the Resident Evil 4 remake and supplement them with actual fucking exploration and other missions. You can make an excuse. Oh yeah, the bitch just keep getting captured, but you could just show that she's still alive. She ain't gotta be with you.
No, I beat that game like 17 to like 37 times, and after like 2 playthroughs, because I'm not armor for her, that they can't kill her at all.
Yeah.
They can't even kidnap her, I think. 'Cause
It's too heavy. I like to go back to it because I be running through that whole game with his classic Raccoon City outfit.
I love the bus fight against
Somebody tried to argue me that, oh, Resident Evil will never work in multiplayer. I said, as long as Outbreak 1 and 2 exists, it destroys that saying. It's just you need the right people to do it.
Yeah, they need to like open their ideas and stuff, and like don't be afraid to create new characters and put it during the time during Raccoon City.
Yeah, but that's the fans' fault.
Couldn't have been the sole survivor of Raccoon City. Some people
Had to have get out, yeah. There was other people's explaining that they got out, yeah.
Black Lady or some shit.
Because you know there's towns outside the blast radius that people would have gotten to. Now I'm saying, yeah, there's regions that are actually confirmed that were outside the city that people managed to get to and avoid the blast. Like one of Barry's hometown is outside of Raccoon City. But the problem is, it's like I feel that the company and the fan base are just as to fault for the game's mistakes, because it's like, alright, we want to try something new. Fans are like, give us something new. When you get something new, you bitch and complain saying, wait, this doesn't feel like the game, like, but you just said you wanted something new. Then you get the game you want that gives you old shit, and they're like, why are we getting nothing new? I'm like, this is why you don't always need to listen to the fan base, because what they want you will never be able to fucking meet. Because the game they create is unrealistic. No, yeah, I agree with that with a couple games. But the ones that people even say that missed the mark, I was like, how? Because it's always the ones that introduce new shit that they say missed the mark. That's what I was about to say. Outbreak 1 and 2.
And just add more to it, add more areas.
Hell, I'll fucking
ammo around so that you can actually get jumped by zombies and monsters, and you and up to 3 of your friends can play together.
I'd be fucking happy. I'd be fucking happy if they even just went ahead and used the original control. Because I used to have Outbreak 1 and 2 plugged up to the fucking internet cable. I know how that plays.
How was it?
It was good. If you took
I never played online because I didn't have that shit.
Well, at least back when computer voice chat was still new, like with Uvu and all that, I would play with some friends of mine, and it played like old school. It was basically the original old school Resident Evil controls, but except there's 6 of you motherfuckers running through a level. No time limit, none of that. It's basically, imagine if they dropped 6 of us in the mansion. We could each go our own way, solve the puzzles, deal with whatever dangers out there. But the key feature that I wish they bring back in a multiplayer world for RE is if you got bit, you have to find the antivirus. Your teammates gotta try to find it for you.
You gotta turn into like a zombie, bro.
And you attack your teammates.
Your friends, but you could go about it sneakily or some shit.
No, it's like you're dead. It's the AI that takes control of your zombie.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. You're right about that.
So then after that,
But they could have still added
like a multiplayer to play. Yeah, a component that allowed that, which they did. I feel they need to give this game a second chance, because the closest game you get to Outbreak as a competitive game was Operation Raccoon City.
They don't even need to make it competitive so well. They just need to make it. They could add a whole nother mode where how they want to do this new shit that's whack.
Because let's say when you played, if you played Operation Raccoon City, it'd be a fight between, let's say you'd be in the middle of a match. They even had a Heroes-like match where it was TDM, but you were playing as the classic Resident Evil characters from that time period. But then when you play regular modes, let's say you're getting into a gunfight with the Umbrella Goons in the middle of the street. At any point now, one of them you're gonna turn the corner and you're gonna see a bunch of fucking zombies who just heard the gunshot, and then it turns into, do you fight them or do you fight each other? Because they're gonna attack both. It's like basically it creates this level of intensity because you don't fucking know whether you're gonna actually get out or not. Because those motherfuckers, the zombies and the zombies would fucking make the players worried. And then if you got lucky, a player could earn the right to drop in as the tyrant or the nemesis. Like, have you played Resident Evil? You got Resident Evil 3 Remake, right?
Yeah, I really like it, yo.
But did you play Resistance, the multiplayer? I would say give that a secondary go with, because that's actually fun too. It's like Left 4 Dead, but close quarters with a player, And being the mastermind is like, it really requires skill. I like playing as the survivor because I already broke the survivor. I got everything unlocked for my fucking survivor. Hell, I even got the fucking classic for one of my characters. I have Leon's police armor. Even though it's a cosmetic, I still be running around thinking I'm stars and shit. You can unlock. See, the thing about that game is it doesn't have microtransactions. Everything you unlock is with the in-game currency, and you basically go to the cosmetic box. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, nothing in that game. Like, there's two types of chests. No, there's three types. There's a chest for the mastermind. There's a chest for the survivor, and then there's a chest for a cosmetic. What you get from the chest for the mastermind and the person is just you get in-game like extra ammo and stuff like that. It's like it's not really pay to win or the stuff is locked behind the chest. No, it's just, oh, if you want to start the game with a card that gives you an extra weapon out the gate, extra ammo, but then after that it's not usable. So it's basically they mix the concept of using cards with your level up system, but it doesn't invade the whole game at all. And they're easy to get a hold of because every time you leave a match, you earn quite a hefty amount of fucking umbrella credits, and you could just easily go restock yourself. But I'd be putting it more towards the costume, trying to unlock the suits, because I can play the game with or without using that other shit. I gotta go up the steps. Wait, what fucking way am I supposed to go? This way? Oh shit. Oh, don't tell me they beat this old guy up.
What do we do? Did you find my expedition? Yes, I found them. You understand what I had to do? Yes. If they had found the stone, it would have changed the course of history.
Easy, easy.
He took the dagger.
Oh wow, this asshole took the fucking... I'ma get this motherfucker. Have you ever got into playing Dead by Daylight, Wavy?
This monastery hides the secret.
I think I played it a few times.
See, I like multiplayers like that. That's like the hunter and the hunted. I think that requires more skill than playing like Call of Duty, because Call of Duty you could just go in and everybody's Rambo. See, the thing about Call of Duty, I hate when people complain about it, because I'm like, the very people complaining about it are gonna play the damn thing. It's like, if people stuck to their convictions, Call of Duty wouldn't have got this far. And if mothers would actually, you know, it's funny. I blame moms with sons that play Call of Duty, because it's like they don't know or understand that they're contributing to basically a shitty company to continue their practices. Mm-hmm. See, where do you stand? That's just something I want to ask you. Where do you stand on this whole, like, when it comes to gaming? It's like, do these companies really need to take licenses that are mainly known for guys and try to dumb it down like they did with The Last of Us Part 2, where there was like, the first game could be a game played for anybody, and then the second game, you basically make it for feminists, it fails, and then you blame men for it. In males.
I'm not sure. I think Anita Sarkeesian has something to do, because I think she's friends with fucking Neil Brooks.
Yeah, she was brought on board for advice. I was like, no. I would not bring that heifer onto a game for advice, because that...
Kill the white man. The white man is the problem.
You know they copyright claimed my Last of Us 2 video that didn't show gameplay.
When did he post it?
At the height of all this happening, because I didn't buy the game. I went to No, after.
That's crazy.
Because what I did was I played it. I was playing it at a family's house, so I'm like, good. I'm not gonna download this shit on my hard drive. I'm gonna just play it over there. But then they try to tell me, somebody tried to tell me, oh, you don't own. If you don't own it, you can't review. I'm like, but I beat it though. So how can I not review it just because I didn't waste my fucking money on it? And then when I basically said, I was like, I think I said along the lines in the video that I hope somebody else takes over for Neil at Naughty Dog and actually puts The Last of Us back on track. You can easily just say, oh, well, this game was the fever dream that Ellie was having, and when she wakes up, the true sequel starts. That would basically, one, it would earn the fan base, get the actual fan base back. There was a what?
And I think it played well.
Yeah, but it's like, have you ever seen?
You remember when the Chinese girl got killed?
Yeah. See, I'm saying is there's a way, Wavy, to make that game work. Because here's the thing. No one had a problem. Like, the problem is people were trying to say, oh, you have a problem with Ellie being gay and that she's a playable character. I was like, no, I didn't have a problem with her in The Last of Us Part 1. And the thing was, Neil decided to make her gay because it wasn't even confirmed if she was gay or not. But
Actually, you know what?
the DLC.
You know what's the crazy part that I ain't gonna get too into about, but that motherfucker made her, like, basically made her as a child.
No, yeah, well, no, if you look about it in the game, she had what was at the time The Last of Us Part 1 did come out because I was in school when it came out. In the DLC dropped, that was shit that was really going on in high school. So I was like, okay, I can't say nothing because this is actually what goes on. But instead of it just making it something that she was not even sure about, they relied on that one sole experience that determined her the whole way through. And even having a character break, like, she had the other character break up with the guy just to go with her, and it's like within 2 weeks it's like they've spent an eternity together. I was like, their love was forced.
Yeah, and then they killed the Chinaman too.
Exactly, so it's like they were trying to kill off any
Straight in the face coming out the door when he's been like a tough nigga this whole day.
time, yeah.
He was basically another joke, because obviously that you went through, this motherfucker went through some form of it. I'm talking about the lot gates and everything, and you gotta figure a puzzle out. Because he went through his own shit of the story, even though he just got spawned into that part of the map. But you're supposed to imagine that nigga just went through a whole bunch of enemies and shit. This nigga's talking about, I just had to kill 30 niggas.
Damn it, how do I do this part? Yeah, exactly.
Goes through a door and gets shot in the face, bro. Like, how does that happen?
See, the thing with The Last of Us, and then people are trying to tell, like, if you ever seen this YouTuber called Cosmonaut Variety Hour? I understand. I understand defending a game you like, but he's a poor example of how to defend a game. He basically says, there's nothing wrong with The Last of Us Part 2, you're just an idiot. That's literally the title. You're just an idiot. He's trying to tell everybody that, oh, Joel was never a beloved character. Nobody loved him in the first game. You just played as him. I was like, did you even play the first game, bro? What were people saying about Joel? Nothing. Exactly.
Nobody like Laura Croft in the original series or Rayman. Any of the iconic characters throughout the course of time.
See, that's that like that logic right there is like.
Sonic and all them characters had some type of legacy behind them.
Joel was a guy who had no legacy to start with, and that one game gave him legacy. And what they do in the second game, instead of continuing that legacy, they destroyed his legacy. They're trying to say, oh, that's how he was. I was like, no. I don't give a damn if you finally started to live comfortably in a town or all that. If you're going out in the outside world,
Literally fucking Ellie, not even his own daughter, because it's crazy. Like, how can you be a feminist and hate Joe when that nigga lost his daughter, bro? To what you should consider white supremacy and that shit, where they told the military niggas to just kill survivors.
yeah. I'm like, it's like common fucking sense.
So they wouldn't even know that shit.
Exactly. It's like the very people who say you didn't play the game are the same motherfuckers who didn't even play the game. I think I made a video one time on Cosmonaut, and that also got a copyright takedown notice. I'm like, dude, I didn't even show no clips from you. That lets you know you didn't believe in your own point. You just want your point to be the sole point, and if anybody else got an issue with that point, they're wrong. I was like, that is not how fucking video games work, bruh. Wait, what the fuck? Man, give me this fucking assault rifle back. Fuck that. Pop, pop. Right to the head. Ding, ding, school's in, bitch. Motherfucker. Oh, shit. Pop, pop. Trying to go this way now. Wait, do I go down here? This game doesn't got even a fucking map, so I don't know. I just gotta go with whatever the hell I find. Oh. Okay, the way was right here. No matoto. Wait. How the fuck am I gonna get up here? Okay, this looks like it's gonna be confusing as shit. Oh! Don't fall. Okay. Oh, I heard I took a leap. Okay, I'm confused. Where the fuck am I? Climb through the open. Really? Really? Fucking game. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but how the fuck do I get up there to climb the window? Oh. Yeah, no, wait, seriously, how the fuck do I climb the window? Alright. I'm gonna try to see if I can just run up to that window and jump in, because if I can't, there's gonna be some problems. Drake, dude, you can climb that. What the fuck? So like, how the fuck am I get? It's telling me to go up the window. How the fuck do I get up to the window? Wait a minute, what's that? Okay, I'm fucking lost. How the hell am I gonna get up there? It gives me no fucking indication to get up, how to get up there. Alright, jump for the bricks. There we go. Damn. Alright, perfect. I fucking made it. I swear if you give me another hint, game, I'm gonna put a bullet through you. Oh shit. Oh, I would have fell to my fucking death if I didn't see that drop. Shit, I gotta use the bathroom. Hold down the fort, wavy. There we go, I'm back. Now let me see what the comments said. What do I think of Sora in Smash Bros? I assumed he was going to eventually be there. It was predictable. I don't know why they held it off for so long. And oh damn, Keith, you were attacked by the Last of Us 2 fans? The reset era is complaining. Man, fuck the reset era. mean, seriously. What was that video I was listening to?
Yo, John, I'm about to head out, bro. My girl just got home.
Oh, it's all good. Way we going?
This, which she has her entire career, you're a fan. If you're the president of Lucasfilm and you have to live and breathe Star Wars for a living, you are a fan. Most people who work in the film industry or just watch movies in general are fucking fans of Star Wars. But that's the only reason why anybody would slave away at any job if they love what they're working on. And you can tell that she really enjoys her work.
We just teased a little bit of Mandalorian, and I cannot wait, nor can Jon Favreau, to show you some things that I think you're going to really, really love. It's pretty fantastic.
And, brace yourselves, she wants to make the fans happy.
The fans are everything to Star Wars. This is a celebration, literally, where you get to see their craft, you get to see their compassion. We dreamed of what everybody would react to and how you would respond, and it went way beyond what we ever imagined. Boy, I have got to start putting up somewhere on display here the temperature outside, because it's filthy out, man. It's like in the 90s.
Hey, nobody asked you to walk around in a frickin' hoodie under the blistering sun.
Busting my ass for what YouTube seems to be telling me is 4 views.
This is pathetic.
3, 2, 1. Okay, Kathleen. So you're still
Oh, what the fuck? Why did his dumb ass just jump that way?
This.
everywhere. You know, it doesn't matter if movies are good or not as long as they have diversity.
This is a new level of bizarre.
You're blaming white men as the lead here is for why Solo couldn't work.
Just take the frickin' hood off. Look how many times he fixes his hood throughout this 2-minute video. 7 times.
So you stole Star Wars from George.
She stole Star Wars from George. He approached her and asked her to take over.
Tell us about the time that George asked you to take over. Were you expecting it, and did you say yes right away?
I wasn't expecting George to ask me anything like this. If you're a fan of Kathleen Kennedy, go ahead and comment below and tell me by how much. She's paying you.
Dude, I don't think all this running is doing enough for you. You need to go smoke, like, a field of weed.
This woman has taken the greatest IP ever and has ruined it within just a few years.
Yeah, Star Wars was never ruined before. Never. Not one single time.
Oh yeah, I said female, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop me from saying it. She's female.
How dare you call her a female? How dare you?
I think she's wrong. I think that she has no power behind the scenes.
I thought she single-handedly ruined Star Wars. Now she has no power? Which one is it?
Apparently she has a target on her back, and they want her out like that. Now, the source that I'm hearing this from comes from Grace Randolph, and she says she has an inside source that told her that Bob Iger wants Kathleen Kennedy out.
Grace Randolph, huh? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to check her out. Great.
I've got some pretty freaking amazing information for you about Star Wars. And a lot of you are going to be, well, you're going to be, I think, overall happy. Although a lot of this is quite disturbing. Alright, so anyway.
You're making this up, I can already tell.
There was a call, a secret conference call, with all the top Star Wars brass
Wow.
in attendance. Top brass for not just Star Wars, but also Marvel and Pixar.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I go back to the bathroom. Shit.
approached, but turned it down, including J.J. Abrams, who turned it flat and didn't even hesitate.
I thought you said evidence. There is no actual evidence for anything that you just said. So let's say Kathleen does quit. Who would you guys rather see fill that role?
Running as head of Lucasfilm, I feel like that individual has to know exactly what Star Wars is.
No, really? Who would have thought that?
I feel that the successor, should definitely be Dave Filoni.
Oh, Dave Filoni. Head writer and supervising director of the Clone Wars series. You really threw out a wide net of possibilities there. Someone who already has a full-time job. That's great.
Obviously, we all want to see Dave Filoni be in a creative role position, but I have no idea.
He's already in a creative role position.
Dave Filoni knows the creative team. I think he'll be fantastic.
I'm sure Dave Filoni would love this job. Just get him a business partner to work with and you do a Walton Roy. You split it right down the middle between creative and business.
Oh, it's so simple. Just do a Walton Roy. It worked so easily for them. First of all, they were brothers.
It worked great for the Disney company, so why not try it with Star Wars?
Why not just forge a 1 in a million partnership again? Can't believe they didn't think of that.
Logically, it makes sense for Lucasfilm to want to remove Kathleen Kennedy, or at the very least, prop up Dave Filoni in some new creative head of something type of position.
Prop him up? You guys really don't seem to get how films are made. Hey Dave, I know you're really busy being a writer and director on Clone Wars and Resistance and Mandalorian, but here's more work on top of that. Be the president of Lucasfilm so you can be totally fucking enslaved. Now look, I am not knocking Dave Filoni. The guy is incredible, but right now he really doesn't have a whole lot of live action or film experience. In fact, The Mandalorian will be his very first live action production. So who else you got?
We also had Kevin Feige. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. Feige.
Oh my god, it's Feige. That's like saying, is it Rian Johnson?
To be quite honest, guys, I would be so happy if they somehow got him to be the president of Lucasfilm.
How is he going to be president of Lucasfilm and Marvel at the same time? Might as well call up Dave Filoni because he'd have to be cloned. Come on, guys, who else you got?
John Lasseter is amazing.
The Toy Story guy.
He's like the Kevin Feige of Pixar.
Yeah, because if there's one thing I would approve about Star Wars, it's that it revolves a little more around the toys.
The problem is nobody wants to take her job. Nobody wants to replace her.
I think it's also a sad commentary on Hollywood that nobody's willing to take this job.
Yeah, maybe because nobody else has been offered the job.
I mean, it's a very exciting, I think, job opportunity.
Oh, you think so?
A chance to become a Hollywood legend like Kevin Feige.
What a wide display of film knowledge these people have. Do they just pull from a hat that has only 5 names in it? You know, I haven't heard a single choice here that sounds better than Kathleen Kennedy. Not only has she had success in films that are Star Wars, but she has never shown 1 ounce of not caring about this franchise. Every single thing that's come out of her mouth sounds like she takes this more seriously than clearly any of you can possibly imagine.
It's such an intense experience where you're spending more time on the set, making these films, talking about these films, being a part of these movies and these stories, that it's almost more time than you end up spending with your family. Yeah, so
she claims to not want to oversaturate with films. She sounds like she wants each one to feel like a special event, and she's proven plenty of times to have actually done her homework on this franchise prior to making these films. She also clearly has no problem firing respected directors who are supposedly not getting the job done. If that doesn't show that someone cares about the product they're making and is willing to make really tough decisions about it, I don't know what does.
I have such an amazing team at Lucasfilm. Every single person that is in charge of all these different areas. The great thing is,
oh, what the hell?
And secondly, they strive for excellence in whatever it is we're creating. They're doing their best work, and they care passionately about what they're doing.
Kathleen Kennedy, of course, has infamously said, I owe the original male fans of the franchise nothing. Remember that? It was nuts that she said that.
Oh, you mean that quote that you misinterpreted? Yeah, that was nuts. Now, just recently, Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm decided to appoint Michelle Rejuan as the new VP of Live Action Development, or for the layman, the movies. And while some people will undoubtedly think this means Kathleen is taking a step back, I'm sorry to say there really is no evidence evidence to support that. Kathleen maintains she'll be producing alongside Michelle, and she's still the president. Lucasfilm has
Wait.
also been
Oh shit, there it is.
insane amount of projects that don't fall under the category of
Okay.
live-action films. But hey, in a way, you guys got what you wanted. There will be a different person being heavily involved in overseeing all the live-action productions. But instead of Kevin Feige or John Lasseter, it's
Water.
another woman who you've never heard of.
And they're actually upset with themselves for making a Han Solo movie instead of an Obi-Wan movie.
Oh, we're so upset that we made one bad idea for a prequel instead of an even worse idea for a prequel because the fucking guy was already in 3 prequels.
So they want to make the Obi-Wan movie, but they're not moving forward. They're like, that would be really cool, but I think we're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, or they just realized it was a horrible idea. I mean, for fuck's sake, we've seen Obi-Wan ride a dinosaur in Revenge of the Sith. There really isn't a whole lot left for him to do.
I don't think we still understand.
Okay, this flat air.
It literally destroyed Star Wars. It has hurt every fabric of Star Wars fandom, and I'm even talking about the general movie-going audience. The people that just are looking for a fun night out with the family, even those people have been affected by The Last Jedi.
Oh, we just wanted to have a nice night out with the family, and instead we got this trash.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh no. Wait, Jeremy, don't do anything drastic.
Characters anymore. I don't.
Oh, thank God.
Characters, I bought them up.
I used to play with these, and now. Oh, don't throw your toys. Those are cool.
These characters are as generic as the Transformers. These characters went from characters I cared about in one movie, and now they've turned into Michael Bay's Transformers.
No. These are Michael Bay Transformers.
Now, as for the film they did mess up, The Last Jedi, I enjoyed the movie, but I realized that it was a huge mistake, right? And I stand by that if they had just given Luke Skywalker a giant lightsaber battle, we wouldn't be doing any of this.
Really? Did you not get what this movie was about? First of all, Luke has gone beyond the old ways of the Jedi, beyond lightsabers. He doesn't need them. Second of all, a saber duel would not have fit at all with what was going on between him and Kylo. His whole reason for feeling guilty and hiding on the island was because he held the saber over Kylo in his sleep. Now he's gonna reconcile by kicking Kylo's ass? No. Think about what this character is actually going through for 2 seconds. And third, not every movie has to have a saber duel in it. We've had 7 movies in a row that have had one. Some of them even had more than one.
Let me okay, fire. Okay, that's the fire symbol, so what the fuck?
When we get all this incredible saber action.
For one, having Luke negative to the universe is fine, and in fact, it's actually an interesting element that could have worked. But having him also tell Rey that he would never help and to leave him alone, then to flip that switch at the end of the film while also not actually flipping the switch does not make any sense.
What didn't make sense about this? The character changed his mind. Yoda convinced him to face Kylo. He needed to be a force projection to buy the rebels enough time to escape. I mean, you might as well just flash.
Oh wait, I fucked up the water.
While you say that.
They listened to Harrison, but not to Hamill. And that was a huge mistake, because Hamill lives and breathes this fandom. It's the only career he's got, for the most part, right?
Oh my God. You know, there was a large gap of no Star Wars for about, I don't know, the majority of his career. 300.
Got it. There we go. Let's say, what the fuck?
God. If I were Mark Hamill, I'd be pretty fucking offended at what you just said. You know, even as I sit here making this video, I'm still discovering new reasons why all of this fucking rules. The First Order has all this new technology now. They can track ships through light speed, but they couldn't track Luke's force projection across the galaxy. And you know why?
Don't get too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Not to mention the hologram projection symbolism between him and Leia. The fact that both Luke and Leia traveled through space in some way during this movie by using the Force. Both Skywalker twins, true to their name, transcended space in really distinguishable ways. And because we were all aware of Mark Hamill's struggle with this script, this scene also works on a meta-contextual level, where Mark Hamill is now just as much of a champion as Luke Skywalker, having had his own real-life act of selflessness by letting go and allowing his character to die.
I'll always be.
Why the fuck did he not grab that?
Generosity of spirit.
Fucking prick.
I just feel like I really owe him for that. You know, I don't take that lightly.
Kind of reminds me of another major sacrifice I remember seeing in this film that really made me love the character.
Which also ruined Star Wars lore too. I mean, if this was possible, why not do it straight away? Why not just set up a robot spaceship and kamikaze through it at the start?
Maybe it uses up a lot of fuel, which we already know is in limited supply. There's an entire subplot dedicated to that.
Why not tell Poe about the plan and then do it?
That is what happened.
Or why not just kamikaze through the Death Star in A New Hope and we wouldn't have to even watch Luke's progression from a whiny farm boy to a Jedi Knight that turns his father back to the light?
Look, nobody's forcing you to watch these films if you don't want to. I mean, are you angry because they didn't think of this back in 1977? It's not Rian Johnson's fault that nobody had the idea until now.
Giving a character unlimited power from the get-go without even going to Dagobah is why nobody likes them.
No, Rey was already a good fighter. Luke tended to crops growing up. Rey fended for herself as a scavenger and probably kicked the crap out of people on a daily basis. Do you get film now?
Last Jedi, very divisive. People are like up in arms. Some people like it, some people hate it.
Wow. Kudos to Robert Storms for being the first person in this entire study to actually admit that some people liked The Last Jedi. Good for you, Robert, honestly.
Luke died sacrificing himself, generating more power than any Jedi have ever seen. He died as the most powerful Jedi ever. And it was a really noble sacrifice. To me, that's the way I look at it. You guys don't like it? That's cool. You do you, I do me.
I don't know why, but I'm starting to like this guy a lot more.
I don't like the fact that Rey's parents are nobody.
And you blew it.
The problem is, this is a Skywalker saga. The saga films are a Skywalker saga. So if she doesn't have any lineage to a Skywalker, the saga's dead.
Yeah, which is why Episode 9 is the final episode in it.
You had to make Rey a Skywalker. It had to be done. And from what I hear, that was pretty much J.J. Abrams' plan.
No, it was not. Watch this scene again.
Whoever you're waiting for, Jakku, they're never coming back. But there's someone who still could.
Maz Kanata is clearly treating Luke and Rey's parents as completely separate people. Why would she mislead her like that?
Star Wars is now being targeted to older SJWs who don't buy at least as much merch as the older, more conservative original fans and kids who are not enjoying these new movies.
Oh yeah, kids are totally not enjoying these new movies. It's only the older SJWs who are into it.
They believe that the fans care that one of the droids is pro-droids rights, rather than why Han Solo came to be the guy that everyone loves in the original trilogy.
You didn't even see the movie yet when you made this video. How do you know what's in it?
I'm not even going to go see it this week, the week of it releasing.
And man, wait until he hears about the robot fucking.
Lando never fucked the droid. Okay, I don't know where people are getting this shit from. It was a joke that L3 made that maybe she had feelings for Lando, but that it was a joke, played for a joke.
Holy fucking shit. He is right.
The creatives believe that it's more important to inject Earth identity politics into a franchise that has been around for more than 40 years.
You're acting like that's the only thing in the movie. Like, there's nothing else going on in the story. Nothing to do with a fantasy space war and the Jedi, alien races, great conflicts between characters. Nah, it's just a 2-hour lecture on how to be an SJW.
If companies can't understand logic and won't listen, then these identity politics that are already manifesting in universities and now in storytelling will keep spiraling out of control.
Right, if those companies would only understand logic. Alright there, Rush Limbaugh, I think we've heard enough from you for one lifetime.
You fire Rian Johnson, and you fire this man publicly, and then you get a restraining order against him with Star Wars. Do not let this man near anything Star Wars related.
Let's be honest for a minute here. Rian Johnson is a fucking saint and savior of Star Wars. Bottom fucking line.
I just have one goal, which is to make the most powerful Star Wars movie I possibly can.
This is a guy who gets harassed every day, every hour, every minute. He literally can't open his mouth without strangers attacking him over The Last Jedi, enduring constant harassment from Star Wars fans telling him that he's a round head, or that he can't write, or that he has no talent. You'd think it would make him hate Star Wars forever, and yet he still manages to enjoy Star Wars just as much or more than the average fan. Always being positive, always being the better example, even while people are attacking him. So now he's finally started firing back in the most tame ways possible. And good for fucking him. Being super nice and ignoring everybody clearly wasn't working for these people either.
Oh my god, why the fuck did I just... fucking...
Not only is Ryan, as a person, probably the least hateable person in the entire fucking film industry, but there's also the little fact that The Last Jedi is good.
I think it's a logical move for Lucasfilm to cancel the Rian Johnson trilogy. His trilogy is not going to happen. That trilogy will be a complete and total disaster. Complete. It would be absolute craziness if they were like, no, we're going to ignore all of that. Let's go ahead with this trilogy. There's evidence that the Rian Johnson trilogy has been canceled by Disney.
Ooh, I'm sorry, guys. Looks like that's still happening. Kind of reminds me of some other insider reports I remember hearing last year. Like Lucasfilm guru Pablo Hidalgo is on the outs. Looks like he's still writing books. Gee, I don't know. Episode 9 is being made to be a course correction. Can't seem to find any evidence of anyone saying that anywhere. JJ promises to restore his original vision. Sorry, didn't happen. Just another severely misinterpreted quote. Gee, I wonder where all these guys are getting their info from.
One day ago, the Daily Express writes an article that she's leaving by September. Then the Daily Express again talks about Kevin Feige might replace her. Then the Express talks about the backlash with Rian Johnson. Then we have the Daily Express talking about Frank Marshall defending Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, the Daily Express. Basically the World Wide Web equivalent of an STD. Littered with spelling errors and erroneous info. Look how many ads are on this page right now. It's actually breaking my computer. Now, almost all of these blatantly anti-Last Jedi mumble rants are unsurprisingly written by the same person, Stefan Kariasis, who seems relatively normal when he's on camera talking about Star Wars failures or Me-Tooing Kate Winslet.
And he knocked down my boobs. And he's got his hand on my knees.
Very inappropriate, I'm so sorry.
Guys, excuse me for 1 second. But when someone gives this guy a keyboard, he malforms into a human clickbait machine. Captain America ending controversy. Avengers Endgame mistake. Avengers Endgame huge plot hole. James Bond 25 Daniel Craig has quit. You know, I don't even blame geeks and gamers for using this trash website as their source, because this is unfortunately the first thing that comes up when you Google the rise of Skywalker. Just look at this one. This Attack of the Clones link will horrify fans in Episode 9, which discusses the plot rumor of C-3PO using Chewbacca's bowcaster, which is probably true, and that would be one of 3PO's craziest situations since Attack of the Clones. And the humorous battle moment that he had in that film was a major part of the tonal misfires of the prequel trilogy. Really, that 2-second moment was a major part of the misfires. That part wasn't even bad. It's funny as shit. Fans will be hoping Episode 9 does not add ill-judged jokes at C-3PO's expense. Oh, you mean the thing that happens to him in every single movie that he's in? To the long list of issues centered around the perceived disrespect shown to legacy characters and storyline, which alienated a core section of the fandom in The Last Jedi. That core section of the fandom seemed pretty fucking alienated to begin with, let's be honest. Kylo Ren not alone in bed when Luke tried to kill him. Was spoiler there? Yes, he is talking about Rey, even though she would have been about 13 at this time, and why the fuck am I actually giving this theory any attention? Star Wars 9 leaks Luke scene with 2 characters. Fans not impressed. We don't want this. The Force Ghost of Luke appears in the distance. He appears young like the Luke we saw in Return of the Jedi. Then an older man without That's the cornerstone of the entire backlash against Rian Johnson because Luke is dead. Full story at Mike Zero? Oh, for fuck's sake. How many of this dude's articles are just made up crap that was peddled by Mike Zero? Oh, a bunch of them. How shocking. This whole thing is just one giant circle jerk of bullshit rumors. Now, just recently, Stefan finally accepted the fact that Luke is not going to show up alive in Episode 9. And he had this to say about it. Mark Hamill drops 3 Luke bombshells. Bad news for fans. In a new and hugely impressive 26-second red carpet clip. He has just managed to set the record straight about Episode 8, reveal a major teaser for Episode 9, and then blow a huge hole in fan hopes for what comes next. Boy, talk about milking it. He was asked if The Rise of Skywalker would be his final appearance in the franchise, and he said, "I sure hope so." That's the first bombshell. The second bombshell is when he said, "Well, you know I had closure in the last one." Ouch. But then he dropped the real bombshell. He revealed that he will make a curtain call as a Force ghost. Yes, he really said that. It seems Hamill has confirmed Luke will appear as a Force ghost. You know, I feel like I'm getting psoriasis of the brain just listening to you. This guy is such a disease, his last name actually sounds like one. I mean, look, harmless speculation is one thing, but this is just purposely setting people up to hate the film. I don't even know if people like this actually believe the stuff they write, or if they're just looking for clicks. Who the fuck knows?
Why are we talking about Kathleen Kennedy? Well, number one, it gets really good views on the channel. And of course, I am on YouTube to get views.
Okay then, I guess that settles it.
Because I know there's a lot of channels that don't get views, and then they claim that they're not here for views, and they're full of shit, but they want to make excuses, and I get it. I do it too, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I don't like that girl. No, you got shot down by that girl, so you gotta claim that you're not into her. The reality is, you want her, but she shot you down, so you're playing it like you never want her in the first place.
Is that what you're doing with Kathleen Kennedy? I don't,
I'm just telling you what I think, and Ethan's been on this for a lot longer than me.
I love how he just refers to Ethan Van Sciver as just Ethan. He gives us no context.
Just like Ethan said, I believe she's already gone from behind the scenes.
Alright, this is obviously your main source if you talk about him so much that he's on a first-name basis. Now, Ethan Van Sciver is, of course, a comics artist who's drawn for all sorts of DC stuff. Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, you name it. But now no longer working for DC. He prefers to spend his time working on his own comics, which translates to making YouTube videos like LOL Chris Hemsworth shocked at Brie Larson's stupid ego, or Brie Larson and Netflix humiliate themselves with Unicorn Store, the worst film ever made. Now look, I'm not one to judge people that easily, but are you fucking mentally ill? Although Ethan Van Sciver is a central figure in Comicsgate, the anti-diversity movement which harasses marginalized people in the comic book industry for their supposed SJW agendas, the deeper you dive into Ethan's YouTube channel, things just start to get hilarious. Like his playlist titled Terrible Toy Reviews. Let's just go with the first one. SJW's Star Wars Rose Tico toy sales spike 300%.
So here's a chunky little midget with a scowl.
Chunky little midget, nice.
And she has a rifle. Yeah. Very nice.
I'm so creeped out right now.
She's got a logo on her jacket pocket, which is meant to look like alien kind of writing, but actually it is a subliminal message. If you look at it in the mirror, it says END, E-N-D. She is and represents the end of the Star Wars franchise. Very deliberate.
This is just a really creepy camera angle. It just looks like something wrong is about to take place under this camera.
Excuse me, Russ. Just put this in your hand for me.
Oh my god. I don't think I've ever been this creeped out in my life. Now, the hate for The Last Jedi is something that I can go on about forever. And although The Rise of Skywalker is not even out yet, the fandom menace has already begun to find ways to complain about it.
The Rise of Skywalker unveils new Sith Trooper ahead of Comic-Con. This is like, does J.J. Abrams know anything about Star Wars? What the? What is he thinking?
my name is Jesse Milestone, and by now I'm sure you guys have all seen that little interview.
Your video has been playing for 4 seconds, and you've already flipped your hair 3 times.
Kathleen Kennedy basically said, the title doesn't mean anything. What does it mean? Nothing. She just said it means nothing.
Alright, I think this hairstyle is giving you a little more trouble. Jesus Christ.
This is a terrible title. This is...
Just cut it off already. This is insane. I actually counted the amount of times she fixes her hair in this 4-minute video. 31 times.
It's just to spark your imagination and wonder, what it might be.
Ugh. So let me get this straight. The Force Awakens title meant something. The Last Jedi meant something. But this title? Nah, just nothing.
Here's my concern now, right? A lot of theories. Whoa, well, maybe.
What the fuck just happened? What the hell? He got fucking yeeted off the ledge when I tried to go behind the fucking basket.
The Millennium Falcon, because they're just gonna rename it. They're gonna rename the Millennium Falcon the Skywalkers. This is the most iconic ship in the Star Wars universe.
Are you trying to be funny, or is this a real theory of yours? Either way, it sucks. And I like how she completely ignores the theory that Rise of Skywalker refers to a new order of Jedi or a galaxy-wide slave revolt. Yeah, forget those highly plausible theories. The title just means nothing. Really great input.
J.J. Abrams has the world on his shoulder right now. This dude comes out, he's fucked if he does, fucked if he don't. And that is why George Lucas sold the damn company in the first place. Because you can't make fans happy.
Kathleen Kennedy has decided to let this all fall on J.J. Abrams, which I think is very disappointing, and yet another blow for female executives overall. Kathleen Kennedy at first was doing so much to help female executives.
Oh my god, why does my phone keep changing shit? I don't even fucking click it and it changes shit on its own.
Fire all of her female employees.
Her loyalists, which she brought in, and wear those forced female t-shirts, right? Why don't you just get rid of Kathleen's loyalists with Kathleen, right? I mean...
Now you're mad that she didn't hire a female director? You're impossible.
She did an Ava DuVernay. For a while there, Ava DuVernay was helping everybody out, right? Women directors, female directors of color, and then she just completely, imploded.
You are just spewing nonsense out of your mouth at this point.
You got Star Wars Celebration in Chicago, the Star Wars theme parks opening on both coasts, and of course the release of Episode 9, all in that order. If the fandom can foul all 3 of those like they did Solo, it will be legendary. It's just a year. It's just a year, and I think the fandom can do it.
Yeah, this isn't disturbing behavior at all. Praying that a franchise fails and inciting people to help make it fail, that's a sign of stability.
Boycotting is not going to help us. I disagree with Grace Randolph there. I disagree that boycotting is the answer, because that is not the answer. You're doing nothing but hurting Star Wars at that point.
Call this guy the Darth Vader of this video, because he is fully redeeming himself.
To purposely boycott something and give out hate just to hate, that's wrong.
Wait a minute.
Now, some people might say, well, the new Star Wars fandom will come to the rescue, but let's see if they can.
Look, I hate to break it to you, but there are a lot of old fans who love the new films. Your denial of that fact seems to be running really deep.
This new group of fans, and I would even say fans, right, came in, took a beloved franchise away from those who had made it beloved and what it was, and instead of getting their own franchise, by the way, I don't understand why people want this really heavily political SJW franchise. Go make a new one. Don't bother Star Wars, right? So they twist this fandom, this franchise.
I thought you were gonna say twist the spandex, which would explain why you're so uptight.
And I think that the new SJW fandom has tried to vilify the original fans in a particularly brutal and vicious way.
You haven't even seen this video yet.
Alright, so there's your insider information. I'm curious to hear.
Wait, where? You mean that 12-minute ramble you just delivered about SJWs that you clearly wrote yourself? That was your insider information? Great. Really, really great. Let's see her top 10 movies of 2019 so far. She picked Dumbo, Alita Battle Angel, Godzilla, Detective Pikachu, Us, Captain Marvel, Shazam, John Wick 3, Aladdin, and Avengers Endgame.
That symbol is meant to be over here.
Impressive wealth of film knowledge you have. Every single one of these is a highly commercialized, wide-release blockbuster hit. Color me really unsurprised.
one.
In this video, Rey is a great character. Kylo Ren is an amazing character. Luke's arc was 100% true to his character. Snoke being killed made perfect sense. Rose and Paige are underrated as shit. Poe should not have learned Holdo's plan because he allowed it to leak to DJ and the First Order. You don't get film. Canto Bight is pure Star Wars escapism that apparently you have no interest in. Reylo is a thing. If you don't like this scene, you should never watch an action film in your life. The Battle of Crait was pure Star Wars candy. Now fuck you and go home, figuratively speaking. But I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the fandom menace. I sure didn't. Although Star Wars fans have been mad at Star Wars for decades now, it really has now gotten to the point where mental health has been thrown right out the window. The fact is, most people who make YouTube videos like this, or write articles like this, are just not sounding like they really understand what goes into making films. They also don't seem to care that much about the slew of quality films that exist outside of major blockbusters, which I think should lead you to having your film critic card revoked. This franchise was abused by its former owner, and as a result, its fans are just perniciously overprotective. And because being negative about Star Wars and peddling bullshit rumors does make for great clickbait, these people are manufacturing a crisis that is totally non-existent to people who actually like the new films. Because to put it in simple terms, Star Wars is so good, it makes you go insane. Thanks for watching.
Clearly the foundation that George Lucas created is exceptional. And I think because George was a bit of a maverick and he was a risk taker, I think the
Oh, it's about fucking time. God damn. Oh, these things again.
Hayes. My legs hurt. I'll run. Rude's hurting worse than you. Now get in there. The gutless wonder doesn't have to pitch. Why should I have to run?
What are you calling a gutless wonder, Tin Man?
Tin Man? I got a genuine leg injury here, pal.
And that limb is the best actor in all year.
At least I don't have some cover girl dragging me around by my joints.
Yo, are these things ever gonna fucking die? There's no fucking way. How the hell did they take all that fucking bullets?
And the most recent drama between Ryan Kennel, RK Outpost, and Doomcock is not the only piece of drama that has happened within this movie just within the last couple of months. So let's examine the movement as a whole and judge if whether or not it's truly falling apart. And we will even predict what the movement will look like in both the short and long terms if this shit keeps going. Now, I'm going to come out right away and say this. I think the damage has already been done to the Phantom Menace. So let's just examine the damage because that's all we can basically do. So to understand the current drama that's going on, we need to go back to ground zero. And that was the Zack Snyder drama on Geeks and Gamers. This was a live stream to raise money for Zack Snyder's charity just prior to the release of the Justice League Snyder Cut on HBO Max. Anyways, just watch the clip of what happened when Zack Snyder came in.
Now, without any
Oh my god, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I have no fucking gun and I'm expected to do something here?
Because they know that if they do that and it's effective, which has been a proven method as to being effective, they will profit. They don't profit off of the SJWs they claim to mock. They profit off of you. Because you watch the videos, you buy the merch, you support on Patreon, you send the super chats, you financially fund this nonsense. You are the mark. I'm just pointing out an
actually listen to what I have to say. You're not going to want to stop for a second and have a cognitive thought or use critical thinking to fundamentally better your existence. You're going to sit there and you're going to retreat to your echo chamber because I've pressed a button, and psychologically you are not capable enough to be able to actually deal with what I am saying. And you're going to go to your leaders because this video is going to get called out by people like Jesse Milestone and maybe John Tox and maybe Drunk 3PO, right? All the capos in the fandom menace, the people without any real thoughts or anything they want to put out there. And I'm not criticizing. I actually like Drunk 3PO quite a bit. He's a very nice individual. But Jesse Milestone's a moron and John Tox doesn't have much of a personality, which is why he just talks. Okay, but these people, they're the defenders of the fandom menace. They're the capos. They're the lieutenants. They're the ones that are there as the shields. They're the ones that are there as the protectors. If you criticize their betters, they stand up and they beat their chest and they go, no, you. And they bring up sub counts and they bring up view counts as if that means anything. It's a really lame approach. It's a real lame move done by people who don't have two actual brain cells to rub together. And again, if you actually watch what they say, if you actually pay attention to what they say, it's just vapid, dumb opinions that don't have any actual basis in reality. Same with Mega Random 42. She's as dumb as they come. 100%. They're hypocritical constantly. They prove this constantly, but you guys are too pre-brained enough to get it. And the problem with it is that other elements of media back up this nonsense as a way to push the narrative. And it's just like Joseph Goebbels once said, if you want somebody to believe something, repeat it until they do. I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically what he says. So let me bring up this article here today from Cosmic Book News, you know, a paragon of honesty, integrity, and journalism, where they have a headline here, this amazing headline. George Lucas saving Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy leaving for J.J. Abrams, and oh my God, you might say, Zachary Blue, you might proclaim to the heavens. That's amazing, that's wonderful, that's awesome. Are we finally living in the best timeline? Is Kennedy gone? Is Kathleen Kennedy out? Are we finally going to get good Star Wars again? And again, this comment section will have people saying that as well. Twitter will have people saying that as well, because for some reason you like to believe nonsense. I don't get it. Do you really think after all this time Kennedy's out, Lucas is back? Do you not know anything about the industry? Do you not know anything about what these people have done or what they are doing outside of Lucasfilm? I mean, the video that Doomcock put out, oh, it's a rumor. Oh, I gotta make sure I say that because that's gonna be a solid defense.
Oh, shit.
Right? That's the defense. Well, he's just reporting on what he's been told, in which he has been right so many times. Oh, okay. And again, I'm just gonna preface this because I already know what the response is going to be because you guys seriously just...
Oh my fucking God. Are these... Yeah, those things fucking blow up. You just noticed that. They blow the fuck up.
Came out back in August about the rise of Skywalker. That's very true. Those came from Reddit from someone named Jedi Pax's. Doomcock simply reported on them, as did so many other channels. Would you like to try again? Well, there was the test screenings proven false by J.J. Abrams himself. Right? I mean, we can keep this up all day. When I put out a video a couple weeks ago, Doomcock has now become Mike Zero. This headline fundamentally backs that up, especially when you go through it and you read
Alright, which fucking way I gotta go?
This piece right here, there's the 4 conditions for Lucas to return to Star Wars. He gets to make a sequel trilogy. He has full creative power until he decides to hand it off. Kathleen Kennedy is gone. Disney agrees to never mess with the original trilogy, leaving it untouched. And that Lucas apparently closed out the communication with Disney, noting that none of this is negotiable, in which case Disney responded, so when do you start? Well, here's my question for that. Who at Disney made that comment? Because it'd only be one person I say Disney as a company, as a colloquialism, it's not. It would be one of two people. Not Alan Horn. Not Alan Horn. It would be either Bob Iger or Bob Chapek. And in this particular situation, it would be, in fact, Bob Iger. And if you look at Bob Iger's memoirs about buying Lucasfilm and how he treated Lucas, what makes you think Lucas would come back? Lucas sold it off 8 years ago because he was done with it. He sold it to Disney by his own admission because they are the ones who would keep it alive, knowing how much money it would be worth to Disney and the fact that he was paid part of that $4.08 billion in stocks. It's within his best interest to stick around and make sure he plays ball. He gets more money that way. And if you even know what George Lucas is up to right now, you know that he's not doing anything really in entertainment, but he's working on designing a new interactive museum in Los Angeles. That is the project he's been working on now for quite some time. He is not coming back to Star Wars. He is not coming back to The Mandalorian outside of maybe a set visit. He's not going to go to sets on these movies or these shows outside of maybe just a visit. He's not coming.
Oh my God.
And no matter how much you are lied to by someone who has every financial reason to continue shoveling this shit down your gullet, it's not going to happen. This is what I don't understand when it comes to the fandom menace. Anyone literally who has a fundamental understanding of how the industry works would know that most of this crap, most of what is said by Doomcock and Geeks and Gamers and Neurotic and all of those guys is a load of shit. It's designed to play into your core base emotions. More importantly, your core base fears. What do they always do? The SJWs are coming. The SJWs are coming. The SJWs are coming. Oh my God, the SJWs are everywhere. They're everywhere. And I alone can save you. It's a grift. It's one that I know far too well because back during Gamergate, that's what Gamergate became. It wasn't about trying to fight anymore for ethics in games journalism. It was about trying to own the libs, especially the crayon head SJWs. That's all this is. That is everything this is. If you are a part of the fandom menace, you are either being played, you are being lied to, you are gullible, you are dumb, you are idiotic, you are being used. And no one has ever really stood up and said it in these blatantly frank terms. Be mad at me all you want. I don't care. When I get sent articles like Cosmic Book News, again, another leak from Doomcock, another rumor from Doomcock, I know that morons like you are going to believe what he is saying. And just because you want something to be true doesn't mean it's going to be true. His track record is terrible because he doesn't have he doesn't have sources. People are lying to him. And you might come back and say, but he has proclaimed that maybe he's gotten bad information before. Okay, fine. Everyone gets sent some bad information every once in a while, right? But he still runs with it. Which goes to show you that there's no ethic, there's no integrity, there's no responsibility in what he says and what he promotes and what he puts out there. He creates these fantasies for you to believe. He creates these visions for you to buy into. He creates this idea for you to be distracted by. Because do you really think Kathleen Kennedy is going to leave Lucasfilm to head over to take up Bad Robot, which just signed a 5-year deal with Warner Brothers, and HBO Max and everything else? I mean, did you not know that the Kennedy Marshall Company exists? And they're producing the upcoming Jurassic World Dominion? They produced a number of other movies over the years while she's been in charge of Lucasfilm. The Kennedy Marshall Company's been around for decades. The Amblin Entertainment was co-created by Kennedy and Frank Marshall and Spielberg. Do you not think that she has got other irons in the fire that she has spent decades building up, that she's going to step aside and take that over, take over J.J. Abrams' company? Do you really believe that that's going to happen? Do you really think that that's the world we're going to live in? I mean, I really want to know what drugs you are on, because my God, to have that kind of just vivid, wild imagination would be fantastic, but I'm sorry, I live in reality. And I understand that's a hard thing for some of you to swallow. I get it. You've been in this fandom, in this bubble for so long that you're high and you're drunk on your own farts. this is that there's people out there that are going to come in and defend it. No, they're not like that. They're not like that at all. They don't provide disinformation. They just give their opinions. They just give their opinions. There's a difference between having an opinion and treating an opinion as fact. There's a difference when you actually have information to back up an opinion that would make it more of an objective fact versus something you simply pulled out of your ass. Or you heard somebody else say who has a bigger following than you, and you want to make sure that you're in line with the exact same thing they're saying so you don't disrupt the echo chamber. This is what I'm talking about. At this point in time, 3 years into the Fandom Menace, or well, 2.5 years into the Fandom Menace, you've been lied to, you have been played, you have been used. And what did you get for it? Anger? Distrust in the media companies you claim to love? I mean, at this point, the Fandom Menace hates Star Wars. They claim to love Star Wars. They'll wear the t-shirts, they have the posters, they talk about it all the time. Oh, I love Star Wars. But, how is that but? It's never talking about the good that comes out of Star Wars. Even The Mandalorian was one of those reluctant likes because everyone else liked it and you couldn't find a foothold to attack it. That's where it's at. But goddamn, Brie Larson holds a lightsaber in an Instagram post from when she was at Galaxy's Edge. 800 new videos appear, all saying the exact same thing. If you support the Fandom Menace, if you're part of the Fandom Menace, you are sheep. You are gullible. You are easily led to slaughter. And that is the truth. And again, you're not going to want to hear this. You're going to get mad at me. This video is going to get disliked and downvoted and all sorts of things, and I welcome it. I 100% welcome it. Because at this point, somebody actually has to stand up and say something. Because if you work in the realm of media, entertainment, coverage, I don't care what your opinion is. But I care that it's based and rooted in fact. I care that it's based and rooted in information that's available. For some reason, that's slipped away recently. That's really moved away. And it's become everything that they claim to hate. Because if you apply the same logic to Doomcock and Erotic and Geeks and Gamers and just John Talks and Strange Reviews and all the other ones. Ask yourself, when's the last time they really sat down and talked about something that they loved? When's the last time they didn't push a negative agenda for clicks? When's the last time they actively seemed to care about something? Because the truth of the matter is, they don't. Everything is SJW, everything is terrible, everything is out to get you. Which is funny because that's the same thing they say SJWs are doing. They've 100% become what they hate. And now they're in a much simpler world where all they have to do is just make up something and you buy it hook, line, and sinker. Like a moron. Like a gullible idiot. Like you. This is something that has to be said. This is something that fundamentally has to be put out there, and I want you to sit on it. I want you to think with it. I want this to follow you to bed at night. And while you're trying to sleep thinking about how terrible Kathleen Kennedy is, and hoping that she's not hiding under your bed with a burlap sack ready to snatch you away and take you off to Lucasfilm, where she is going to blast Star Wars, feminist Star Wars in your eyes like Clockwork Orange. That maybe you've been played, that maybe you've been lied to, that maybe people are using your emotions against you. Maybe, just maybe, some of you will wake up to the concept of why this is something that has now just moved into a grift. It's simply designed to make money. And if you really look at it, if you really pay attention to it, you realize that there's no integrity anymore. There's none. In fact, it was probably never there in the first place. But the idea was there because anger about The Last Jedi was there. And from there, it jumped over to something else and something else and something.
Breaking news! The Quartering takes a jab at Xbox on Twitter. Xbox blocks him, the Quartering cries, and then uses it to make a video to profit. Oh my god, I let's get into it. Skip it a flip. No. Skip it a button, dada. Now look, first and foremost, I'm going to do a shameless little plug here. If you like my content and you aren't mad that I'm calling out the quartering, which I'm sure a decent amount of you are going to be, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and also hit the bell to get notifications of all my newest uploads, so you can see me roast other people, because I think it's fun sometimes, especially when people are this ridiculous. But anyway, moving on from my shameless plug, I'm going to just let it be abundantly known, because I know people are going to say this in the comments. I am aware of Quartering's shtick. He manufactures drama, he gets a response from the drama that he manufactures, he uses it to make content. The content is what his audience wants to see, because he's that anti-SJW crowd. They lap it up, profit. I know what he's doing, I know his formula, and hey, it works. His channel is wildly successful, and more power to him. But does it still annoy me because of the fact that I just think it's gross what he's doing here? Yes, but I just want to make it abundantly clear, I know why he does it, I understand why he does it, I'm not an idiot. And I guess me making this video is feeding into it too. But I don't think all the time that all publicity is good publicity, because this just makes him, well, let me be frank, look like a fool. Well, anyway, we know it's Pride Month, and we see corporations showing their support for Pride Month. Whatever, it's no big deal. Like, it happens with Black History Month, Pride Month. Corporations are saying, hey, we support this movement, so it's good PR, that's why they do it. If you think it's cheesy, you think it's cheesy. Whatever, I know there's a company that made a cereal supporting Pride Month. Like, you don't want the cereal, don't eat it, but like crying about it on social media or freaking out about it on social media. Wow, like, this is the worst thing going on in your life? I mean, look, if you're a content creator like the Quartering, it's free real estate, I get that, but if Pride Month really is making you lose sleep, you need to get out of your bubble and see what's really going on in the world. There's much worse things. And I think having months like Pride Month, I used to be different, but I think having months like Black History Month and Pride Month are important, because when you have communities that are suppressed and marginalized and not treated equally, this puts a spotlight on them to say, hey, we need to treat this community equally. I don't really understand why that's hard to understand. I don't understand why back in the day when I was younger, I didn't understand it, but I wasn't really a bright person. I was kind of thick and I was a dumbass, so I'm glad I learned, and I'm glad I gained more wisdom and knowledge with age. But anyway, let's get back to what happened with the Quartering. So Xbox on their Twitter page put up, hate has no place in the Xbox community, full stop. And the Quartering does what he does best, and I know he does this to manufacture the content that he makes. He quote tweeted them and wrote, stunning and brave. He was calling them out, basically. He was saying it's virtue signaling, whatever. Okay, that's what he was doing right there. And because, and look, I do it too when people annoy me. I try my damnedest not to block people on Twitter, but if you're like being incessant or you're just getting on my nerves, to be quite frank, usually I'll start with muting, but if you really are incessant, then it'll go to blocking. I don't give a crap. I don't need to deal with people on Twitter. I joke around on Twitter. Once in a while, I'll get into a Twitter spat here and there, but I'm much better than I used to be. But if you're annoying me, yeah, you're gonna go. And I don't care if you make 6,000 accounts, I'll block you 6,000 times. I just don't, you're a headache that I don't want to deal with. Well, anyway, Xbox blocked him. Oh no, you make a snarky remark, and they blocked you because you're annoying. Oh, let's just clutch our pearls. Oh, the anti-SJWs who hate when the SJWs clutch their pearls. Oh, I'm Jeremy the Quartering. I'm gonna clutch my pearls so hard that I'm gonna rip them off my chest, and my beard's gonna fall off because I'm pulling on the bottom of my beard too. SJW and be offended by so many things that the supposed SJWs are offended. You're offended by the things that they're offended by. You're offended by them being offended by those things. You don't see how the irony in that you're basically you're an SJW just in a different form. Well, anyway, so he got blocked on there, and he wrote, "Holy blank, $1 billion corporation is this soft?" Keep in mind, this is coming from a guy who just started this whole thing by complaining because they showed support for Pride Month on their Twitter. And he's saying that they're soft. He cried to them first. He's saying that they're soft. He's saying that they're soft. Okay, so anyway, I see this, and I'm absolutely blown away by it. And the quartering, or Jeremy, as soon as I saw this, I would have made a video on it. So us having a Twitter spat, which we really didn't have, wasn't what was the impetus for me to make that video. Sorry, I know you said that on Twitter, that this spat is what... No, I was going to make a video as soon as I saw how ridiculous this whole thing was, and feel like I can't believe he actually went this far with it. So I wrote, "Imagine being the quartering and lacking the self-awareness to realize that you were crying first about Microsoft acknowledging Pride Month."
Oh, I think I got to the final stage.
Anti-SJW is as bad as SJW.
So let's see.
I show his tweet where he has screenshots crying about the fact that he's blocked by Xbox, and he goes on to roast himself here. Okay, self-awareness there, I'll give him credit for that. Guy who makes 8 videos a day, mostly about pointless blank, makes a video. Sick burn, Ricardo. Wow, I haven't heard myself be called Ricardo. The last time was by my Spanish teacher in 9th grade. Cool. You brought back some memories there, Jeremy. And then I find out he made a close to 10-minute video talking about the fact that he was blocked by Xbox. I give him credit, man. He can fluff out that content. And I wrote on Twitter, he made almost a 10-minute video crying about Xbox 2. Having my off. This dude literally manufactures drama to profit off of it. We were all looking to get viewership on YouTube, which is true, but holy... And I link to his video. And then he writes back to me, "You're literally doing what you're accusing me of, kid. You want to start a Twitter spat so you can make a video about it? LOL, Vaughn. Coming from you, Vaughn." That's rich. No pun intended. That is disgusting. What drives me absolutely insane about this, and look, I get what he's doing. He fishes for this content because he has that anti-SJW crowd. They want to hear this narrative. They want that. I guess it's called. It's hopium, I think, is the term that's used. They want to just hear what they want to hear. They want everything to be a narrative. They want everything to be anti-SJW. So he fishes for this content. But this is just so unnecessary. Why are you making a video on this, Jeremy? Who cares that they put up something for Pride Month? Who cares that a cereal company made a Pride Month cereal?
Okay, he's invincible.
Where was your video, Jeremy, when Alana Pierce got that absolutely horrendous, horrible message sent to her? Where was your video on that? I'm not saying that you condone that. I'm sure inside you condemn it, but you won't ever make a video on it because
what the
fuck? The audience doesn't want you to make a video on it. The right thing that you should have done is make a video on it and talk about it, because it's not okay that that happens
Shit. Is he gonna let me go?
Again, I'm not saying that Jeremy condones that. He probably internally does not. But like I said, he would never show that to his audience because he knows his audience loves that stuff. They love it. And if he defended Alana Pierce, he would see his son, oh my God, you're actually doing the right thing, what you're supposed to be doing? I'm not supporting you anymore. I'll go somewhere else where they cater to everything anti-SJW and don't question my opinions. You don't do this for the right reasons, dude. Look, we're all looking for viewership. We're all looking, you know what I mean? We're all looking for the advertising revenue. It is what it is. I'm not knocking you for that. But when you call out this, and then you get blocked for it, because quite frankly you're being annoying, and then cry about it and make an almost 10-minute video, and then like when something to Alana happens, and crickets chirp, don't say a thing, it shows who you really are, dude. You don't care. You're the biggest grifter on this platform. Facts. This is Rich, Review Tech USA, signing out. Have a good one. Here's your video, Jeremy. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support. Lisa here has had many jobs, and all that experience has led her to a job that feels like home. With Home Instead, you too can become a caregiver to older adults. Apply today.
Homeowners, if you are sick of paying too much money for electric bills, and you have a meter that looks like this in your home, you can get paid today to switch to solar at no cost to you. It costs literally nothing to get the solar installed. You're not going to spend a dime out of pocket to go solar. And the best part is when you do have the solar panels, this meter, it'll actually run backwards and credit you on your electric bill, so you don't have to make a bill payment ever again. Okay, so if you're looking to save 100, 200...
So this is who Jeremy from the Quartering really is.
This motherfucker just launched my ass. Damn.
And this is why I jumped off the quartering train years ago. Let's get into it. Let's give it a button. So I have had, how can I put this lightly, differences with the quartering for a very long time. Actually, fun fact, back during the Diablo Immortal fiasco, that's when I found out who the quartering was. That's when he found out who I was. He actually had me featured in one of his 2018 recap videos. It was on New Year's Eve that I was in that video a few years ago. Time flies and things change. But it was shortly after that that I realized what the quartering was really about. He wasn't a warrior for being anti-SJW. He wasn't an anti-cancel culture warrior. He was just a grifter who would weaponize the same exact things he was calling out against time and time again. And that's why I jumped off the train. I know you want to think it's because I care about your numbers, Jeremy, or I care about your sub growth or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that I saw what you were doing, and to put it lightly, I wasn't a fan. And yeah, I called you out on it, but the thing about me is that I keep it on YouTube and don't go into someone's personal life. Well, last night during my stream, which I do streams now on my secondary YouTube channel called RTU Streams, link below in the description, someone said that the quartering brought me up in a video. And there was people that were mad about it, and they showed me the video, and he put me in the same category of lolcows.
What kind of fucking bridge is this? Oh no. Oh me no no. Run, motherfucker, run.
That's your take and you can. But I just find it funny that even when I don't mention him for quite a while, I seem to come out of his mouth, and I gave my take on his YouTube channel again. I think it's a grifting channel. I think.
Oh what the fuck? It didn't even give me the fucking opportunity to jump, you bitch.
Reciprocate that and dug up stuff into my personal life, or was handed stuff from my had no issue showing on the internet. Anyway, he deleted most of this, or his social media manager, she deleted most of this, which I hear is kind of a habit where, you know, he drinks a little too much of the sauce. This is allegedly. He says a bunch of stupid crap, and then the next day someone has to come in and clean up his mess. That's a fantastic way to run a business, 10 out of 10. So this is what it started with on Twitter, and I wasn't necessarily just referring to him. There's countless other people that are on YouTube that fit into this, and I was thinking of them as well. And I wrote this last night. The amount of fragile egos in the content creation community is staggering. We make videos and live stream. We aren't winning Oscars or curing cancer. Stop blanking off to yourselves. We aren't celebrities. Also, too, there are plenty of witnesses to this. It isn't me. You can very easily manipulate a tweet and make people say what you want them to seem like.
Come on, save me, chick. Let's go.
Discredit them.
Get me the fuck out of here.
There's no other way around it. I would not do that. I would not just slander somebody for the sake of slandering them. Well, I guess even though the quartering doesn't follow me on Twitter, this is not the first time something like this has happened. He does follow me on Twitter. Maybe he doesn't click the follow button, but he follows what I say. And he quote tweeted this to me. I just read over your dating profile. It was amazing. You're going to a dating profile that I already had deleted before any of this happened, by the way. He thinks I was lying about that. I deleted the profile before any of this went down. So, so I wrote, and this was true. That's funny, I don't have one, because I deleted it. You are such an unbearable human being. And we continue, because I did. I deleted it before any of this went down. I changed my mind, got off the site, and to be quite frank with you, what does it matter that I have a dating profile? What's so damning about it? What was in there that was so horrifying? And he continues on to actually post my dating profile. Because that's something that, you know, a anti-social justice warrior person should do. So then he goes on to say liar, which is not true. I wasn't lying. I did. I deleted it before any of this happened. I just said, I'm good with the site. I'm not interested in it anymore. It's gone. Go try to look for me there. If there is someone there, it's not actually me. I guarantee you. If there's someone there using those pictures, or someone there who says they are me, it is not me. And I hope to God that isn't happening, because Lord knows what they're trying to do, pretending to be me. And I wrote back, that was deleted. Go look to see if I'm on the app. Also, yes, that was my dating profile. Is there a problem with that? And that's true. Like, what is so damning that's there? So I write back to him, so apparently the lifeless piece of garbage known as the quartering has an interest in my personal life. Then you wonder why people think you're a piece of blank, Jeremy, because you are a piece of blank. And he writes back to me, Rich, I really wish you the best. I am very interested in all the women you lie to in your sad online dating profiles, yes. Take care of the kids you have, you create. And that's when I you don't bring up my kids. You don't know anything about my kids. You don't know anything about my family, just like I don't know anything about yours, and I wouldn't go into any of that. But you seem to think because of my political viewpoints that you have a right to do this. But this is the real you. The unbiased, pretending to be unbiased quartering that you see on YouTube. That's all a facade, man. You want to destroy people you think are political opponents. You want to destroy people that dislike your viewpoints. You don't just want to disagree with them. You consider anyone who doesn't side with you your enemy. And it's disgusting. And I wrote back to him, hey Jeremy, you know nothing about my life. Mind your blank business, you waste of hair. And then Captain Anti-Cancel Culture, who claims himself to be a champion of being anti-cancel culture on his YouTube channel.
It's time.
Channel tries to cancel me for something that happened well over a decade ago that I apologized for almost a decade ago. And it was a comment I made about Barack Obama back in 2009 or 2010 where I referred to his half-black butt. We'll say butt to keep this YouTube friendly. It wasn't meant to be a racist comment. It was a poor choice of words, and I have apologized for it countless times since. But what's funny is that the guy who's like, why would you dig back through me, makes videos almost on a daily basis claiming to be against this, weaponizes something that I said well over a decade before.
This motherfucker can fight Tibetan giants and he's scared of clowns? This bitch. So he'll see the world end, but he's afraid of a fucking clown.
To appease your audience, and because they enjoy this stuff, they know you're a hypocrite because they're hypocrites too, some of them. Not all of them, some of them. And the ones that aren't, hopefully will see this and see who you really are. They love when you do, yeah, we're against cancel culture when we don't want the person to be canceled, but if we dislike them, we're not really against cancel culture.
Finally.
When we just don't like somebody because we're hypocrites and we're
I beat Uncharted 2.
That's what you are, Jeremy. And then I wrote, imagine making a living pretending to be anti-cancel culture, then immediately turn around and attempt to get someone canceled you don't like. That, my friends, is a hypocrite. Good night. But it doesn't end there. I then DM'd him to one-on-one about the situation because I thought him personally attacking me was ridiculous. So, this is what I said. And there's no other context to it. The last time I messaged him, I believe, was when we had that fallout where he made a video saying I was harassing one of his workers because all I did was question if he actually had a social media manager. Apparently I hear this is a thing, and he does, and what happens is he drinks a little bit too much of the sauce, or he just drinks, let's just put that, he gets drunk, and then he posts, this is alleged, this is what I hear. Kind of seems like it's par for the course, though. He posts a bunch of stupid crap, says a bunch of stuff he doesn't say, and then she has to come in and delete and try to sweep everything under the rug. That's a